So even with the unfortunate delay in Pokemon Home, we still know which Pokemon are returning, and we know that the release of Home is still soon. There's a lot of controversy on the different Pokemon that used to be banned and will now be tested again in OU. We have Regieleki that now has access to Terra Blast Ice, leaving it with virtually no counters in the metagame. We got both Urshifu forms with Swords Dance. We'll also be getting Landorus with access to Nasty Plot, which effectively hits 1000 plus special attack when you factor in its sheer force ability and Life Orb. Even Magearna's coming back and now has access to Spikes for some reason. The metagame is bound to shake up a lot with these formerly broken Pokemon, and for that reason we wanted to make the ultimate guide on what we think about these busted Pokemon. So let's just jump right into it. Alright folks, so let's get right into it. Of course, I couldn't be here alone to talk all this great knowledge. I have PokeaimMD here with me, official doctor of the Pokemon metagame, graduate from Smogon University. He did do 12 years there because he failed his first 4 years. But that doesn't matter. We're here today to talk about, as we said in the intro, the Pokemon that used to be Uber, and how they would do in the current metagame. Pokemon Home, around the corner. Hopefully it's not delayed too long. I'm a hopeful guy. I think it won't be delayed too long. I think maybe only 2 to 3 weeks. But regardless, we do want to talk about some of these Pokemon. First one on the list, Chien-pao. So tell me, Joe, what do you think? Do you think Chien-pao is worth bringing back into OU? Post Pokemon Home?
I think a test of it will be. I don't think it'll last. I don't think this will be a Pokemon that lasts. First off, I'm actually a big believer in letting things. You either do two things, right? You ban everything and then suspect them in to let them be tested, right? Or you allow everything and then consistently ban them. But the problem is this is going to line up with World Cup, so that's not going to happen, right? So the latter, or the former, is most likely what's going to happen. So I do think that Chien-pao is going to obviously still be insane, right? But we do get Magearna from Pokemon Home, which would be a really good check. That'll probably force Chien-pao to either run Terra Ground with Terra Blast if it wants to nuke it, or be the same Chien-pao as always, Terra Dark, crunch it, and then crunch it twice later with Spike Up and beat it. Right, I don't think Magearna is as
insane. You could always just
as
run Choice Band and
but crunch, and you just crunch.
It'll still
you Sacred Sword for 45%.
It'll still beat Mag with Rocks Up. You only have to bring it in one time, and then the next time you bring it in, you're right, it'll be a wrap.
Yeah, so I don't think that Mag coming to the game is that much of a big thing. Obviously Urshifu as well is something that can resist crunch and the ice move. But I mean, just like Weavile, right? And this is Weavile on steroids. It's just gonna later beat it. I don't even think Urshifu. I think if you Terra Dark, I'm pretty sure Urshifu's 2 KO by crunch. That's just how strong Chien-pao is. So I feel like Chien-pao is gonna be something that if it's not gonna be banned immediately, it will be banned, right? Mm-hmm. It will. I do think it's okay to test it because I think we should test a lot of things. I think Bundle should be tested as well alongside with Chien-pao. I think. But I think Chien-pao is just gonna be too much. I think it's just gonna stay banned.
Yeah,
no matter what.
That's something I thought. I figured Chien-pao is just one of those Pokemon where nothing is really introduced that would be a counter to it. With the new mons even coming from Pokemon Home, we have the bulkiest physically defensive check to this is Corviknight. That's what we had before. Nothing really changed. Nothing is coming in that is going to beat this thing besides Magearna, right? And this could always just go for Swords Dance and then Terra Blast Ground if it wanted to counter Magearna. Or even, I'm pretty sure +2 Terra fighting Sacred Sword would probably knock that Magearna right out. Chien-pao is very difficult to beat. This is like a scrub mon. I don't like this because you can just spam the same attack over and over and over again. The ability is cracked. The shit is just, it's very cheap. Using it is cool because it's cheap, but it's too cheap. I
just ran the calc on. I get it. I just ran the calc though from Adamant Choice Band because we go Adamant Choice Band on Urshifu Rapid Strike. Mm-hmm. So Icicle Crash does 41 to 49%, and Crunch does 39 to 46%. So yeah, Terra Dark and that mon gets 2 KO'd cleanly.
Wow.
Also Spike Up 2 KO cleanly. So. Yeah, I mean, obviously you could Sacred Sword the Urshifu Dark version as well. Even I'm gonna run the Magearna, right?
Yeah, you can't really bring in it's not comparable to when you would bring in your Urshifu Dark on a Choice Banded T-Tar or some shit like that when it was or I guess Urshifu Water because Dark got banned. But Chien-pao's not easy to be checked like that.
Even max defense, max HP Magearna takes 36 to 43% from Sacred Sword, which is insane.
That's hella damage. For max to take 40 is ridiculous. It's not
And
even
let's say
stab.
you go Spadef. If you go Spadef, Sacred Sword's always a 2-hit KO. 69.5% chance. And Crunch does 32 to 39. Ice Crash does 35 to 41.
This guy, he's not an
chance.
honest Pokemon. I got the May 2020 stats right here. You know, if I look at the top 10, he's still cooking everybody. All he does is drop backs down to like 20th again. Or backs is going to be fringe UU like it was when Chien was running around. But yeah, it basically beats everybody still in the top 10, right? Save for Corv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's...
And then you
even
go
Corv,
down
like,
and it massacres everybody again. Like nothing changed, bro. It's just cheap and broken.
I mean, Corv ain't even a counter. Corv can't switch in safely.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
at all.
You can't set up safely at all. And also, Icicle Crash is cheap. It's cheap. Ice Spinner's good.
I
respectfully.
never use Crash once. I never use Crash once.
I use Crash
And
a
every
lot.
time-
I be hacking
I
like
know.
crazy. You know why?
Every time I saw you miss it, I said, "Yep."
No, but I never missed it. In
moment.
fact, I remember
No,
I
there's-
won a
there's
very...
actually, like,
No,
5
I'll tell you
videos.
all. I'll tell you all. No, but those are videos. I'll tell you all. I won a very important tournament game because this clown, my man Solwind actually, the clown in question, game 3, right? He brings Espathra, but I Thunder Wave it. I go to my Chien-pao. What do you think I clicked?
Crash.
Flinch. Flinch 3 times dead. I was like, wow. GG, bitch. Yep. And only Icicle Crash could have done that because he Terra Fairy'd, so I couldn't crunch, obviously. Moral of the story is sometimes you need those outs. And because of that, it's just another addition to Chien-pao's move pool that makes it very frustrating. When the Pokemon has 405 speed, you do not want to have to worry about your Mon that can barely take 2 hits to begin with getting flinched because you're just finished then. And a lot of the time, the opponent's going to make that fish-ass play where they're going to be like, fuck it. If I flinch this Corv here, I just win. And then they flinch, and they just win. And you're just going to be mad. It's so cheap, dude. I hate this move. This is why Darmg was broken, too. It would just, you know.
Well, it gets a super boost on it, too. But, I mean, in the
well, this gets a boost, too, right? Sword of Ruin.
Yeah. In the same exact thing, though, like, I mean, if rocks are up, Ice Spinner 2 KOs Corvi anyway. So, like, there's just, like, things like that. And if it's Ice Spinner Adamant, still does a 2 KOs Corvi regardless. So, like, it's just, I don't know. This Mon
It's
is
a personal preference thing.
much.
I still think Crash is better, but it just depends what you like.
I just don't never want to miss. I don't care about flinching if I put myself
I
in a
care
position
about
to-
contact more than I care about missing. I'd rather
Maybe.
miss than hit into like super helm bullshit and then be mad. It depends. It's tough. Either way, I think Chien's cheap for Choice Band. Boots is cool. Choice Band is cool. I mean, not Choice Band is cool. Swords Dance is cool. Those are all great sets. Sash is good too. But I think Bandit is my like most feared set, personally.
Literally the best one in my opinion.
You never have to really use your brain. You just click. I don't know what Terras you really do besides literally Dark, Ice, or Fighting. I remember in one Smogon Premier League game, bro, I saw this guy go for Terra Dark with his Chien against the other Chien, and the other Chien just clicked Crunch, because what the fuck else is Chien gonna click? All it does is click Bandit Crunch. So the dude Terra lost his speed tie and died to Crunch. And I was like, I was like, wow. I was like, wow,
insane.
Terra Ghost Chien is really fucking terrible. I won't be using that. The agency will not be condoning that. I guess Terra Steel could work a little bit better in that regard. Either way, Chien, I don't hope to see you in the future.
I think it's just gonna be too much. Like obviously,
yeah, but it should be tested. I agree with you on that. It should definitely be tested because like,
it deserves more of a test than Chi-Yu anyway.
Chi-Yu, yeah, agreed. I have Chi-Yu next on this list, folks, but I'm sure me and Joe have the same opinion that this shit is just too fucking broken. Like, this thing is OP as it gets. Overheat, Dark Pulse, nothing changed again. Only Blissey beats this. Nothing like there's, I guess Tyranitar beats this. We're not Terra Blast fight, but yeah, Chi-Yu is a straight bullshit Pokemon. It would just return on the Sun teams or whatever and farm everybody. So we don't really see a purpose in this returning at all, or even being retested. Because it's
I remember the
just kind
Chi-Yu
of
suspect
toxic.
test run. All I did, I literally went on a Chi-Yu speed run to see how many games I could win with just clicking Overheat turn 1 and Terrifier. And,
Yeah, dude, it's like,
and I got my Rex that way. I literally got my Rex that
I
way.
wanna see if I have any old Chi-Yu teams. I feel like I probably deleted the old shit, but probably my first team with Chi-Yu was funny. Yeah, see, there are some teams like this. Like, remember Goat Webs? Remember this team? This is an OG classic.
Literally.
We posted with this.
We swapped so many mons.
I think we got damn near #1 on this team with this team. But yeah, but Chi-Yu, you just run specs and you just kill everything. Terra Fire plus specs 2-hit KOs Blissey, which is like, okay, very fair, very honest, very cool, like very not shameless. I remember Sun. This guy got #1 with this Sun team and gave it to me because you just put Chi on a Sun team. Look at this. Dude has a fucking Espeon. This is before people even understood that Hatterene is the one you're supposed to use. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Insanity. And then we got Chi-Yu right here. Yeah, Terrablast fighting Scarf, and this shit this just has no counters. It's crazy. The Chi-Yu meta was really insane.
I literally only, and I didn't like Terra Grass, all that crap. All I did was, I literally.
It was so rare. It was so rare that you would use it. Like, I remember one game where I did it, and I killed a Rotom, and I was like, hell yeah. But, like, dude, why wouldn't I just Dark Pulse on the Switch rather than... Changing into a Grass type is fucking whack, too. But it helped me defensively, I remember, in one game. It just depends, I guess. Chi was busted, though. Can't really defend that at all. We'll move on to the next one. So this one is a Pokemon. It is not coming back, I think, in Pokemon Home. But maybe it'll come back later. But I added this Pokemon because its BST is not very high. And for that reason, I think it needs to be discussed. So, we have Darkrai. PokeaimMD, tell them what you think of Darkrai. Its BST is literally shit, isn't it?
So, yeah, so it's pretty bad.
It's 600 BST. So the but the stats are shiced. It's like Chien, but special. That's how I always see it.
It's like... To me, I compare it a little bit closer to, yeah, I guess Chien and Special is kind of fine. I don't know if it actually will have knockoff and Sword Dance and all that stuff like it usually gets, but I feel like there's not a lot of fairies unless you Terra into a fairy, right? It's like Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Sludge Bomb, Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, and then I actually think Sucker Punch is a fine last because it lets you check things like Pull and stuff which are faster, and then you could just Terra Dark or even Terra fight with this guy at +2, like you're OHKOing Ting Lu, you're OHKOing, you know, everything.
Definitely
right?
OHKO Ting Lu. Yeah.
But the problem with this mon is, one, it has to rely on Focus Blast,
for sure,
which is always terrible. And 2, yeah, these stats were amazing in Gen 4, right? These stats were great in Gen 4.
135 is really strong still. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm talking about the 70, 90, 90.
Also, its move, having Dark Pulse as your stab is like...
It's always great.
Like, Hydreigon does this, but Hydreigon is defensively pretty sound and has that ground immunity, which is a big, and also Draco's big coverage too. It's weird. I don't like, my gut tells me that this mon is not overpowered.
I do think Life Orb is actually gonna Life Orb 4 attacks is gonna be insane.
I was thinking about that as well with
it gets Ice Beam
with Thunderbolt, because I want to hit Pex. Otherwise, if you run 4 attack, you have to hit Pex. Otherwise, you're walled, I think. Yeah. Right?
You can even get rid of Sucker and put.
I guess if you Terra, though, there are no switch-ins.
For what's it called? Ice Beam for Tusk.
Magearna will wall this then. Ice Beam is. I didn't even know this shit got Ice Beam. Dude, fuck that. I'm not even running Life Orb then. I'm running Choice Specs. I'm just gonna predict. Yeah, this is like Hoopa Jr.
Mag is barely an answer. Like that mon, if it's AV, it just gets worn down.
This is like Ash Gren Jr. or something like that. You know what I mean? This is a confused mon. I feel like this deserves to be in our metagame. He deserves a chance, please.
I think it'll be allowed. I don't think it's gonna be.
It's worth a test, dude. Dark
Void is gone. Dark Void's gone, right? Like Dark Void's
trash. Dog shit. It's 50. Nobody's running that shit unless you're unserious and bad. All right, let me look at the tier list. You peeping this with me? Tusk owned by Darkrai, but it also owns Darkrai. Dragonite. Ice Beam for D-Knight is actually gonna be key. I didn't even realize D-Knight's bullshit was around, but D-Knight would just +1 and kill you with E-Speed. King Gambit probably owns you +2, but you have Focus Blast.
But like Gambit is the type of mon that will beat everything if it gets.
Yeah, exactly. It's like dude, I'm looking at this top 10. I don't think Darkrai is putting on no type of like goo pressure that it's like, no, like booster shit still exists and is on every team, right? It's outsped by not a lot of dudes. I'm not gonna hold you. 125 as fast as balls. It's questionable. I mean, it's walled by Claude. Remember that.
I think if this mon comes out, and actually it could be Claude if it like does the whole Terrafly taunt leftovers crap.
Like, I didn't even think about some fucking lame shit. Like
literally, like the Calm Mind Val. And I mean,
no, but you're right. You know what else flying does? It sets up on fucking Tusk. I didn't think about that.
Literally.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the fewer defenses, but the resistance is really nice too. Like you could probably run Nasty Plot, I don't know, Focus Blast, Dark Pulse.
Let me look at its coverage again. Let me go to the Ubers and look at this shit. It got Blizzard. It gets nasty, right? Yeah, taunt. It definitely has taunt. This shit looks like it taunts everybody. Ice Beam, knockoff. I'm pretty sure is. Oh, I got some echo coming from you. I think it's gone.
Is it gone? There's cars and stuff driving.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean, it has Psychic, which is good, but no Psyshock. But Psychic is pretty cool still for Claude. I guess Ice Beam already does what you want.
It also gets Calm Mind
gets
too. Like, you
Trick.
don't have to use Nasty Play as well. Like, if you
also gets
Terra
all
Fly,
status. Do you see this?
Yeah, it literally gets Thunder Wave and everything. Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Bro,
I already know. I already know
use this
CTC.
mon.
I already know CTC is only looking at Taunt 3 status. I already know he's like, dude, fuck all that. It gets 3 status moves. This is epic. Well, my boy Paul also did that.
The last time I used Darkrai in OU was Gen 5 because we allowed it back with like Skyman and all of them.
Yes.
And it was good. It was back in the Ladio Skyman like Deoxys era. It was good. It was definitely good, but it wasn't. It also had Dark Void back then, right? So that's when it was
and Dark Void was what 80% with 16, and with this bullshit ability too. So you basically have to switch your counter out. You know, it's
I think Terra Fly actually has an insane amount of viability. Like, you run Terra Fly and you run Calm Mind over Nasty Plot, so then they can't revenge kill you with the special attackers.
Yeah, with their booster mon. Yeah, and then Fly has good overall defense. I mean, overall typing. Because then what would they have to bring in? Because Garg would cook you, but like.
I mean, you still got Focus Blast. Depends on their Terra too.
True. I guess all Gargs would be Terra Fairy, and you'd have to run Sludge Bomb on your Darkrai.
Yeah.
That would probably end up being what happens. Like, all Gargs would end up being Terra. I think if Chien comes back, also the Fairy Terra meta goes up 1,000,000,000%. Yeah. Because right now, we don't have Fairies, as you already said earlier. So we only really have Pokemon Terra terrestrializing into Fairy types, and it's really only like Dirge I see do that shit, and Garg. And Garg is way better as a water type Terra. Darkrai's cool though. I'd welcome another check to like offense teams as well that spam like gold.
I think it'd be fun.
Plus.
I think this would be like something like gets banned in the end, right? You know, if everything gets thrown out.
Dude, this shit is like strong, but it's like, dude, Iron Valiant does like the same shit. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm underestimating it because I've literally, as I told you before, I've never actually played with this Pokemon. I didn't even start playing Pokemon until right around the time Excadrill was getting suspect tested in Black and White 1. So Darkrai, I would like to utilize you and get down to business.
Just for a bit.
Just for a bit. I even wrote here in my notes, I'm 55% sure this Pokemon will be OU, but we'll see. 55%? I think I'll up it to 64% after today's video and the convincing from my good friend, politician PokeAim. Alright.
Oh god. No.
Darm G is next. Darm Jizzle.
Okay,
now,
right. Obviously, right now this mon should be banned. But
sure.
I want to be able to test this mon when we got
every joint possible back. What joints do you think would be able to handle him?
Well,
I'm trying to think.
Nothing with Terra.
Zamazenta can handle him one time.
But if I have Zom, if I have Mel, if I have Aloe, if I have Bro.
If you have Aloe, okay, I guess.
Let me straight up.
Bro named the one counter,
well,
which only works on stall.
Aloe is in the middle, but Dozo is really interesting, right? Because the only thing it does, it gets U-turn on. Like, okay, but that doesn't let Darm beat it later. I'm pretty sure Dozo's like the one exception to where if you U-turn on me, you're still not gonna beat me later. Because
no, it is though. It is though.
What is it killing it?
It's just going to Terra Ground EQ the next turn into a KOU after that U-turn.
I'm gonna run this the calc quick because I actually.
I mean, I just said that, but like I feel like it would. Try it. U-turn into Terra Ground banned EQ.
Oh, okay, cool. We're getting banded here. That's fine.
Yeah, obviously. You're saying the most defensive mon possible, so I'm gonna say a set that got darn banned. Nobody gets banned for scarfing it up.
Can I just tell you a quick calc on how much just Scarf does to this guy?
Yeah, tell me.
Well, Icicle Crash does 14 to 16. U-turn does 15 to 18. Rock Slide does 16 to 20. Jesus Christ.
Shit's strong as fuck.
No, Dozo is broken as hell.
Dozo has to rest though. You gotta understand. There's no recover or rest. You can't keep bringing in your sleeping mon on a U-turn. Where is your sleep talk going off? There is no sleep talk. You lose.
You just run. You run that Dozo set that they run on stall right now with the Protect, Curse, Rest, Liquidation crap.
You will never beat a choice banding U-turn Pokemon with a Pokemon that has to rely on rest.
So after
they'll just U-turn, won't they? Like how would you stop it from long-term U-turn?
I mean, you can't. I mean, Stealth Rock. It's literally Stealth Rock. That's how we beat it last time. It was literally Stealth Rock. You can't U-turn forever.
But no, we didn't beat it last time. This bitch got banned.
Well, last time because we didn't.
What do you mean that's how we beat it last time?
We didn't have gold and go to block default. Like,
I guess.
Choice band U-turn does 23 to 27, which is a good chunk to Dozo. I'll be honest. Like 25% is a good chunk to Dozo. Earthquake Terra Ground actually does to a KO. Not after Protect. Or leftovers with Protect.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was thinking. This shit is cheap. 140 attack is so stupid. This shit is as strong as Chien with even with Chen's ability factored, which is
It's
like
just it's just slower.
yeah.
It's just
95 is balls. I'm not gonna hold you. 95 is really bad, but this shit is just fucking lame. Like even Banded 2-hit KO's gold, I'm pretty sure, without the need for Terra, with just Icicle Crash. Because how does Terra work with tactics? Do we know? Is it?
I think tactics would be anything like a death ability or anything. I'm pretty sure it still works just normal.
So this shit is if you do Terra Ice on this though, you're fucking whack. Like you don't need all that power. This doesn't even get Ice Shard.
Oh, let me see how much Terra Ice Choice Band does. Oh, okay, so let's make it Adamant too, just for fun.
All right, let's
Adamant,
talk. What do you
Terra
think?
Ice, Icicle Crash does 80 to 94% to Golden Go.
What?
Let me see toxic.
Wait,
Pecs,
what? Yo, Gold is a man for living that.
Oh my god. Yo, bold Pecs, max defense, max HP. Adamant Choice Band, Terra Ice, Icicle Crash does 42 to 50%
Dude, this
to
shit
bold
is
Pecs.
like Dracovish too. It's fucking lame. At that point, you know what I would run? Icicle Crash, Rest, Sleep Talk. That's what I would run because what the fuck else do you need?
You're insane.
What else do I need? I switch it on Pecs, rest up on that hoe, and then I come back in later and Sleep Talk and Crash. Yeah, this is fucked.
Mola takes
No, your Mola suggestion is literally the best counter possible. They literally cannot do anything. Even that Terra Ground Bandit shit, I'll just switch afterwards. Like a regen.
Yeah, literally, you switch. That's the thing. It's like you actually do 66 to 78%.
Oh! Actually, Stall does win. You know why? I just go Talonflame on the U-turn. I burn you and you're fucked. You're gonna lose.
And protect. I think that in the long term, like Rock's obviously chip it, and then you could Terra to do it. But if you Terra, like you could Terra immediately if you want.
What's the last move?
Flare Blitz usually, right?
Okay. Is Flare Blitz or Superpower? I wasn't sure which one.
I think Blitz is better. Gambit plus Corvi in one. Gambit, Corvi, Balloon, Golden Go.
Fuck,
like,
it's tough. There's no superpower. I mean, there's superpower is literally only for Gambit, right? There's like, there's really nobody else, right?
There's nobody else I could think of that we need it for opposing, but we have Blitz.
Superpower is a whack move that I wouldn't want to use. Blitz is also whack, but Okoing Corv is too big.
I wish they banned this mon and let us use the Belly Drummer. The Zen mode.
The one that 6-0'd me? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy is actually so cool, dude. Like, just in general, being able to get to that point with this guy, because we have boots now, or like, I don't know. It's just so cool. Like, look at his stats.
Yeah, he has
405 speed. That's 405, right? 135.
He's stronger than
this dude's Chien-pao.
No, dude. This is Chien-pao's dad. This is Chen's dad.
With no boost though. With no boost. That's the thing.
This is disgusting.
And obviously the way to get into that form is I do wish we had a
How do you do this? You gotta like sub to 50, right?
50. You have to get to 50%. You don't have to sub. You just bring it in on like a Brave Bird from Corvi, and then you have boots. So you're actually able to like survive from there, right? So you bring it in on some hits. It's like using Palafin. You gotta get it.
This is what the streets ask for only.
Obviously,
this is what they want. This is what the streets want. But now you just Terra and you Oko Pex. But you know what? Dozo, bitch. Owned. And Dirge, I guess. Yeah.
Dirge eats. I still think it'd be a cool Pokemon to be able to use that. Obviously, you can't use like Choice on it though. But I think we'd be in a good spot being able to use that mon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Darm's too broken. But these are like some of these mons like Darm and stuff that haven't been. I would like to use it for like a day or two.
No, I feel you on the retest. We don't lose anything by testing for a day or two. There's no argument where we lose anything. You don't lose anything.
Fluttermane and Houndstone within 3 days, and that's fine.
Real competitive games are always testing some shit to figure out what's the most optimal meta.
Yeah, you
so
slide it in,
should
like,
learn from that.
We made a mistake. But again, the whole thing is because World Cup is going to be starting presumably around this. You don't want them having.
Dude, I tell you, as the current best Gen 9 OU player in the world,
in the universe,
World Cup, this shit doesn't matter. And they should be retesting all these Pokemon. Actually, they should be, so I can reuse them. Imagine I walk out around with that Annihilate on me.
Well, real quick, Blunder, real quick, before we keep going, how do you feel about Last Respect and stuff being banned before even being able to use it on Basculegion?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Just for one day. We banned Houndstone within 3 days. Can I use
Houndstone? We didn't know yet, right?
Well, we did because we banned it within 3 days. It literally got banned in 3 days.
But we've known for like months what Last Respects is gonna do. Plus we have Nat Dex as the proof that it's like cheap. Dude, I mean like no, I agree. And you can do that in Ubers. You can do that in Ubers. Where it will be amazing. Where it will be amazing.
Kyogre comes back too this gen. So like
Yeah, dude, the fucking... But Koraidon's bitch ass bringing up Sun and being able to U-turn is like a death sentence for Sun, it feels like.
Koraidon
or for
is
Rain.
what Infernape, it's what Infernape should
Dude,
have been.
the fact that he can set up Sun and U-turn is extremely cheap. Like, that's
literally should have been
extremely
Infernape.
cheap, bro.
It literally should have been Infernape, not
It is
Ninetales.
Infernape. It's Infernape's grandfather.
No, I'm saying that it should have been Infernape in Gen 5, not Ninetales.
This Mon is fucking whack. 135, 135, and it's so bulky.
That's a good Mon right there.
I love this shit's design. Nice fucking tire in
But
your
yeah,
chest. Nice
Basculegion.
Jeep design. But yeah, Basculegion and his girlfriend. I like both of them. They're cool. I actually want to use the female one with adaptability.
Calm Mind?
Nah, man, just Specs, Shadow Ball, Hydro, go for it all. I'm sure it does a nice 30% to Toxapex. I mean, it has adaptability, bro. Like,
I mean, it literally has. Look at its HP stats. Subcom Mine also 1v1s Pex always.
Oh, dude, you're right. We wall the fuck out of Pex with this.
I'm pretty sure this thing beats most of the underwear Pokemon.
It's just kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, what's stopping me from using? I run a little bit more speed.
I don't know how any. I don't know how any of them joints. They have to Terra.
Yeah, literally, because like even Claude, like, you're gonna be unaware, or you're gonna be water absorbed, and which one? And I'm gonna tell you which one's gonna beat me.
One of them would beat me. I mean, one of them was gonna lose to the coverage.
Literally.
I didn't even know it got sub Calm Mind.
It's a cool Mon.
Does it get Calm Mind? Doesn't say it does.
It got Calm Mind in It got Calm Mind in what's it called? In the Roy thing? In Roy's
really?
Doc?
Oh really? Does it still say that? That shit's probably more legitimate than Showdown.
I'll check it again. If I can find
Basculegion
it.
doesn't actually exist.
Returning from home changes. Returning from home. Where is Basculegion? Come here.
What are we?
What's the next Mon we're looking at? While we...
Yeah, we can move on from those legions. Anyways, though. One second. Okay, so yeah, Basculegion and them. Yeah, it sucks that we can't test it, but like, I'm excited to use Basculegion F for real. I don't know what we're gonna do with Basculegion regular. That shit without Last Respects is dog shit because there's no ghost physical move for this guy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sad. I guess Phantom
I'm pretty
Force.
sure it can. I mean, adaptability Wave Crash is still broken. You can run Terra Blast.
These things in lower tiers will be extremely fun. To me, this is like Crawdon's friends. Adaptability, Water Ghost, Water Dark. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's stronger than Crawdon because of Wave Crash, right? It's like the whole Floatzel versus Barraskewda thing.
It is literally stronger.
Yeah.
It's faster
so,
too.
like, and I mean,
I'm running them both together anyway. Terra Blast Ghost will be shiced.
Yeah, Aqua Jet, Last Respects. Not Last Respects, excuse me. You do Wave Crash, you do Terra Blast, whatever. This Mon
Fuck it, I run Head Smash in the back just to sacrifice myself for no reason.
Yeah, just to die.
Guy like me, I get right to it. Boom! Alright, so there we go, Basculegion. Next up, we had the Deoxys foursome. Deoxys regular, Deoxys attack. What do you mean, why?
Alright, first off, get rid of both Deoxys regular and Deoxys attack. Those guys are insta-ban.
Yep, so those guys are insta-ban. Why?
Insta-ban.
Because a stat distribution like this is fucking whack. As my man Aim just said, these dudes are literally subers. Good day.
Yo, and you know what's crazy?
Especially him.
Now,
what is this?
You can't even revenge kill me with extreme speed anymore.
What are they thinking? This is when they hit the DMT at Game Freak's HQ. Made this guy 500 attacks. Nice fucking attack stat. Why is this 0 IV? Alright, anyways, so we have two potentials, Deoxys and Deoxys. Now, I always try to make an argument for Deoxys every gen, and then every gen the shit lets me down, and it's way too damn
It's the same crap, dude. It's too good. And the fact that I can also Terra Ghost to block the spin as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much.
It's too much. It is pretty nasty. Deoxys speed was the one. Well, Deoxys D I think is just cheap. With the I think taunt plus Terra with pressure will invalidate all fat likely.
Yeah, or cosmic power, taunt.
Yeah, that shit we played National Dex.
That nightshade, and then it becomes Terra poison, so you can't even poison it or steal.
Yeah, that shit is probably broken in regular OU. They have Z moves and shit to normally overpower in National Dex, but in regular OU, I don't see how this would ever be balanced. It would, yeah, you would have the Poison Terra or whatever Terra you want.
Whatever.
And then you can just run Taunt, Cosmic Power, Recover, Nightshade, and you get your hazards up and the game's done.
You do only get 8 recovers, which is pretty big.
Oh, that is actually huge. I didn't actually think about that. True, actually.
Which is big, right? But I mean...
It's still a big-ass troll.
What if I just run Rest? What are you going to kill me with? What if I just run Rest? Like, yeah, you have 2 turns to crit me, But I'm also Deoxys.
You know, I
so-
actually really didn't think about the recover being 8 turns. That definitely does put a definite change in this, because you can outstall it a little bit easier. But regardless, the hazard stats still exists. There is no Mega Sableye. Hat exists, but I don't know. Deoxys D has always, to me, felt like
Does it get skill swap still?
goober
Does it
cheat
get
mod.
skill swap. You put
Skill swap
on
goes
it, too.
through Magic Bonds?
Pretty sure.
Why would it go through Magic Bonds?
Pretty positive it does, because
Really?
it's how we used something to beat Diancie. It's literally how we used to beat Mega Diancie.
Whoa.
I literally used skill swap on Deoxys for Mega Diancie.
Really?
Or something like that. I did it with something. I used skill swap on something to beat Mega Diancie.
We don't need to verify
100% of
that.
it.
But you could use, so it goes through? If it goes through,
Yeah, it goes through.
then this is fucking broken, for sure. Because you just skill swap, and what can Hat do? 12% with Draining Kiss?
Yeah,
Right? And then
nuzzle
they're all
me,
they're all
right?
going up. And you go to your Tusk, I got that last Terra Dark, or I have Psycho Boost in the back, bitch. I don't
Yeah.
care. Yeah, this guy's probably broken. Nothing really defeats this. And then Deoxys speed, I try to make an argument for it because its attacking stats are bad at 95, but
It's literally the same thing.
yeah.
Oh, in Ubers, yeah. I used Deoxys speed in Ubers with the thing for Mega Sableye. That's what I used.
Yeah, and so what? It just goes right through
It
Magic
works.
Bonds?
Yeah,
Damn.
you skill swap it, and then you can taunt it, and you can get up hazards.
Then this set is gonna be a goober hard set.
Bro,
to
none of
beat.
the Deoxys
Yeah.
should be allowed. None of the Deoxys should be
This
allowed.
guy is broken because either the mix set comes out or the dual
Terra
screen.
Blast
Even in Ubers
and-
in Gen 7, I remember all I would do is Deoxys speed, light clay, plus reflect, taunt, light screen, stealth rock, and then I'd go to rock polish Groudon or DD Rayquaza or some bullshit, some no skill bullshit, and then I'd get to cooking. And Deoxys speed will enable a lot of HO garbage cheese. So it is the agency and the PokeaimMD conglomerates professional
This
opinion
mon is broken.
that this guy's
Oh, wow,
just a
man.
little too broken. It's just
Peter,
it's
what's the
just
charge?
nasty. All right, next we have a spot through PokeaimMD's favorite mon.
This mon's so broken. I love it.
Yeah, so maybe this is worth a retest when Pokemon come back, as we can see. I think it's again probably inherently uncompetitive just because
I
of
think
the
it's
set it
inherently broken,
runs.
but Shedtail is what made it super.
Yeah,
broken
I
because
wouldn't
it-
mind a retest as you said. So it would probably run this, right? And then the last is
Roost.
like Roost
Or
Sub
Protect.
or Protect. All three are pretty solid.
Terra Blast works as well.
Oh,
with,
dude,
fire.
Terra Blast is definitely a big one that people like. I don't like that set personally, but
I think if you run Terra type Fire and just run Dazzling Gleam Story
fighting.
Power, you're good too.
they're good.
I like Fire more than Fighting just because of the Golden Go plus King Gambit hit.
Yeah, true. And then what do you
But,
run as the EVs? Is this shit offensive?
You run
It's like
defensive.
defensive always, right?
And you run some speed, so you outspeed some stuff at plus
Yeah,
one,
this
plus
guy's
two.
fast as balls already, which is the
the
one
thing
thing
with this-
that's
yeah.
quite annoying. But his
The thing
defenses are
with this
dog
mon
shit.
was, with Shedtail, because if you bring in this, or you bring in Garg on Earthworm gets the Shedtail off. You either Stealth Rock or you Salt Cure. It has a sub, and then you get 2 combines and you win, right? So we saw that all of SBL, literally all of SBL.
Yeah, with Shedtail, it's not real. It's like very not fair at all.
There's
Yeah,
no argument.
but I think
for
you're right.
Shedtail.
With a retest, it's fine. Likely, it's still too broken, but whatever. Like you said, we can
I think
take
this
a
is one of
couple
the
of
ones
days.
that would be like. I think this would be like before, where everything else was broken before it, and then it ends up being broken after because
Yeah.
things get banned.
Yeah, because you just have to make, like, one person has to make that one offense team that puts up the screens really well and then sends this out, and then the shit will just become a toxic meta. That's usually how it goes with these. Like, that's how I felt it was with Zygarde. I remember I used to spam this one screen Zygarde team in Gen 7. I literally could never lose with it. Everybody knew the sets and it didn't even matter, right? Because how do you
Yeah.
stop this mon? You can't.
You don't.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about Espathra. Definitely needs its partners to pull off the work. Like, it's not like you just bring a rogue Espathra on your random bulky offense. Like,
No,
if
you bring screens.
yeah,
you bring
exactly.
Webs,
You bring the whole thing. You bring the whole thing based around it because it's a Pokemon that you do that for. Like, it has that sweepability. But yeah, probably too broken, but worth the retest. Agreed. All right, next we have Genesect. I don't think Genesect is coming back in the initial DLC, but
Yeah, but maybe eventually. But dude, I don't think we.
yeah,
think
Genesect
we
is
need to
always
test this
really
mon anymore.
broken. Yeah, dude, it's a shame. It's a shame that this is another Pokemon that's inherently broken because the move pool is way too good. Bug Steel, we've seen how good this typing has been in the past with Scizor and shit. Download is broken, right?
I don't know if it still would get Shift Gear or Extreme Speed though, which is pretty big.
Really? It doesn't get E-Speed?
Yeah,
If it doesn't get E-Speed, this guy should be OU.
It might be OU. It might be OU if it doesn't get E-Speed. I agree. Because like Terra Normal E-Speed with Shift Gear sounds.
No, you know what I was worried about? I was worried about banded Terra Normal E-Speed. I was thinking that was gonna be the new Dragonite, because it's like it's
really good and
right?
doesn't care about rocks as well. I saw a comment on some dude talking about Genesect. It's like Shift Gear and Extreme Speed were only used on 1% of Genesect, or less than 1. And I was like, I was about to comment, but I was like, wait, I'm on Twitter. Let me
that sounds like Pokemon has never been played by him before. But like this is why the mon gets banned. For those of you who don't know, this is the set that gets
back in the
banned.
day. It was in original. It was because of Scarf obviously being broken, and then also not Shift Gear, Rock Polish.
It's just Mix too. Mix had no counters. Period. There's no way to beat a mon that it ups its attack or special attack based on the mon that comes in. It's not possible to check that mon. Now we have Skeletors though, who I'll just Techno Blast that bitch and I'll win. So, what do you think? You think Genesect has no future?
I think if it doesn't have V-Speed and Shift Gear, it deserves a test. I do think it ends up being the exact same way. Yeah. However, at this point, again, no E-Speed, meaning it can't actually, like, if it's not Scarf, it can't deal with Val. Like, Specs Val to a Chaos and Moonblast type of thing, right? So, like, this mon is something. Also, the fact that it doesn't resist Dark anymore.
It really doesn't have E-Speed, dude. Everything changes a lot. Everything changes a lot. Because that's what I think was going to break it. You just tear out normal E-Speed, and now we have Dragonite 2 in this bitch.
Yeah, you Shift Gear E-Speed.
But now it's just, I mean, it's still extremely strong. Don't get it twisted. Specs and all that shit, but I don't know. Dur's walls. You gotta run Technoblast. I remember one time I played this guy in Gen 6, and he had a rain stall with Aegislash, and he must have thought he was a genius with his Aegislash team, walling Genesect. Except no, because CTC gave me a Dark Pulse Genesect specifically for bullshit like that, and I Dark Pulsed his Aegislash, and the dude rage quit so hard. And I was like, yeah, GG clown. Genesect is so broken. So the moral of the story is, it's just, dude, look at its moves, bro. Why does he get gunk shot?
So half that stuff is probably not
real. Not real. Okay.
But I will say, when I played this mon in doubles as well, like Shift Gear Leech Seed, actually Leech Seed having a Leech
Life, that's so fucking whack, dude.
Dude, that mon sounds fire. And it has Blaze Kick.
He does have Blaze Kick, and he has Iron Head. And Iron Head is not an easy stab to switch into. This is like Reveroom, but more Shiest. That's what this is. Yeah. If you run Shift Gear. And I remember back in Gen 6, again, this is so long ago, but the Life Orb set I used to run when Genesect was legal was Iron Head, Bug Buzz, Ice Beam, Extreme Speed. So yes, I was walled by steals. You can't run this set anymore because Golden goes all over this bitch. But back then, every team had like Landorus, you know, Genies. Bug Buzz was just the catch-all neutral move. Because you get +1 special attack, not a lot of things can switch into Bug Buzz. It almost feels like now everything resists Bug. Like by 4x too. Like Tusk, Gold,
we have so many demons.
You know, Claude, everything resists Bug like a motherfucker. So that's another interesting thing for Genesect to deal with.
This mon was still broken in Gen 6, even though it lost its resistance to
so broken.
Dark.
Yeah.
But I mean, now we have Gambit as well and Tusk. I think that if it loses,
but this guy was broken when Megas existed. Remember that? Yeah. So like, he's probably still broken as shit.
Well, he could also use Z moves as well, which is like pretty big too. I think the Terra makes a huge difference for it, but again, I also think it's gonna come down to if it still has its moves, because E-Speed I think is a big part of whether it should be allowed or not.
If it can E-Speed, I think they're all gonna be banded. But if it can't E-Speed, I don't even know what you would Terra it into. What would you do?
I think you just do Rock Polish and Terra Blast.
Make into a specific type. Yeah, okay, fair. I mean, yeah, it would still be the same sweeper it always was.
I don't think Techno Blast is in the game. Would be in the game anymore. I'm pretty sure you have to use Terra Blast.
This shit is whack.
I could be wrong though.
Whatever. This shit comes out, then Skeletor's usage goes to 2,000 million, and all Moth's usage goes to 1 trillion as well. Because Iron Moth, if you don't have E-Speed again. Then again, I hope they do give it E-Speed so that it just gets banned. Because I don't want to have to deal with a couple months of this and people deciding whether it's broken or not. Genesect,
it's always fun.
You're a fun mon for like 48 hours, but we're gonna have to.
Wait, I just run Terra Normal Explosion with Choice Band, and I get my kill.
Yeah, nobody in the world was thinking that shit but you, I guess. I thought you had something thought you had something insane to say. Looks like I was right.
At that point, bro, it's actually like an old explosion.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Cause he gets stabbed.
Any human being who terras just to explode and lose their Pokemon that just terra'd, you get 6 months free. You get 6 months free to the asylum on the agency.
Look, bro, look. We terra our 1% mon to block spin, right? Into ghost types.
True.
Right? Let me terra my 100% mon to kill a mon. That's
you know what? You know what? I can't argue with that, to be honest with you. Well said. You know what? I actually like that. E-Speed X Explosion is so fucking funny. No, but you're literally no, but you're literally right. Because imagine it's I have a Genesect left, right? And I'm at 1%, and they have a Tusk, and they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna spin on his Genesect, get the speed boost, and kill his last, but then I fucking explode, and he dies.
You know what? This my friend deserves a damage calc.
It dies for sure. +1 banned.
No, I want to see how much Corviknight takes from explosion if
Dude.
you're +1 with download.
Right? Yeah,
And
+1
then
Jolly download, right? Yeah, and you just come in on their fucking pecs or whatever, get the attack boost, scare them out from your fucking very manly extreme speed. Explosion is so funny.
It's 75 to 88%.
75
to
to
max
88
defense
is so,
Corviknight. To max defense Corviknight.
You'd have to run out of. You'd have to like not use Blaze Kick then. Whatever. Fuck Blaze Kick.
Blaze Kick by life. Look at this damage. +1 attack, choice band, Terra Normal, Genesect, extreme speed, 75 to 80.
Bandit is so cheap. I hated this mon in fucking whenever it was legal. It's just the dumbest mon ever. Why did they give it E-Speed? Who had Game Freak's idea? Whose idea was this shit to give this shit extreme speed?
Bro, legit though,
Bullshit.
Shift Gear Explosion is literally agility Metagross with explosion.
Shift Gear Explosion is so fucking stupid.
It's literally but agility Metagross ran Meteor Mash
Old man,
Explosion.
old
if they didn't run the
old
Xander
man,
Ice.
leave that 2007 shit in 2007, old man.
Bro,
we're in
2009,
we're in
come on,
2026 now,
That
bruh.
wasn't DP, that was DPP.
That wasn't even. Okay, I get it. It was Diamond Pearl. I get it. It was the new one, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, Genesect, you've convinced me. Give him the 48 hours. Oh, you counsel, please.
I'm okay with that. I don't see why we have to like. I don't see why we can't test everything.
If it doesn't have E-Speed, it's 100% should be tested, and I feel like it would. But if it does, then I wouldn't be so like surprised if they're like, nope, shit is cheap. Blaze Kick is fucking whack too. Why did they give it all this?
My whole first video is gonna be Genesect's broken, and it's literally 7 battles of me using explosion with it.
Bro, this explosion shit is too funny. That seems like the only honest way to use Genesect. Use up your Terra and sacrifice it.
But doing 88% though to a Corviknight and then having like a Dragonite or a King Gambit in the back, all that stuff, hella worth.
Yeah, except knowing our luck, Golungo is gonna come in on 3 out of the 5 explosions.
That's insane. I would be so mad.
Anyways, Genesect, you're shiced, but you might be too shiced. Alright, next, we have some of the old banned mons to discuss. Iron Bundle. So, you think this should be worth a retest? This little broken...
After using this mon in DGC and also using this mon in OU, I stand by that Hydro Pump sucks so much. But that doesn't mean that bundle isn't nasty when it lands, right? And you can't just say, oh, Pokemon missing a move makes it not broken, even though I would argue that Tornadus Theory, and if it hit all its moves, would be the most broken mon of all time.
What was that other joint that was broken back in the day that used... There were a lot of mons that were broken that used moves that could miss. But it doesn't matter. Missing them is not a defense against them. Like Dark Void could miss, or Darkrai, for example. It's not like they didn't ban it for that reason.
I think it's still nasty. It's still nasty.
You think like it's worth a test? I think it's not. Because I don't think anything changed on the special defensive side. This is worse than like POW, in my opinion. As in like it's more overbearing on the meta.
Yeah. I think it's fine to keep it banned. I think it's honestly fine to keep it banned. I don't think there's any way
it's in Ubers. It's pretty like okay in Ubers.
It's actually pretty good in Ubers, dude. I don't think this mon needs to come back. It can Terra Water, Hydro. If it lands, it gets kills type of thing. Though I will say that the metagame has adapted so much. Like, we didn't have things like AV Pex and stuff being used, right? But that's because of other mons being banned and other mons being used.
Like, I'm looking through my OU builder, right? These are teams that I've taken to the top of the ladder. Obviously, the metagame has to adapt a bit if a mon like this came back. But even then, there's no sturdy freeze dry resists. And the shit can still freeze, you know? Yeah. The only mons you'd want to switch into freeze dry, you don't want to switch into pump. And vice versa. It only leaves Bliss.
It's funny because the same mons that deal with it in OU deal with it in Ubers, right? Like Corviknight, Spadef takes it on, and then you switch off, they go for Hydro into something else. But we don't have that. No, but
literally,
like,
right? Yeah.
We run like more Fizdef, Corvi, and OU because of King Gambit and things like that, and Dragonites, which aren't there. Yeah, so like it's interesting to see how the meta adapts around it because Ubers has like no Ubers.
Freeze dry is just always whack. I always thought the bundle was like Mega Kyurem normal, with the fact that it was the fast freeze drying guy.
I always thought ice should not be resisted by water. Or
Yeah,
just be neutral?
freeze dry is like the coverage is too perfect. This guy's cheap. This is a funny set. Sub taunt freeze dry pump. I forgot it could also do taunt and all that. It has encore as well, right?
Yeah,
it does.
It gets encore.
Funny mon, man.
U-turn.
The stat distribution's
Flip turn,
hilarious.
whatever. Excuse me.
124 special attack, 136 speed. Why the hell is he so damn fast? Spidef is very garbage though. That's something I remember. But
Yeah, but it's also a deli bird and has defense for some reason.
true. It is. Its Fizdef is really fucking good. It's like surprisingly good, deceptively good. But yeah, Iron Bundle likely broken.
No reason to bring back Flutter main. Literally
yeah,
no reason.
Flutter main is the other one. This shit is more
Same
broken.
reason.
This is more
Gets the
broken
speed
than.
boost, gets the booster energy. This is a mon that can run Spectre Scarf, and because all of its moves are 100% accurate, like
Yeah,
it
you
wins,
can't even
right?
really bank on anything. Like, oh, I hope. There's no hope. Look at the 4 moves it uses. What are you hoping for? You better hope Moonblast doesn't special attack drop you.
It's Mystical Fire as well. If it
Oh,
wants.
see, I even forgot about that shit. Mystical Fire is so nasty as well.
You don't need Thunderbolt. You can run Mystical Fire. Yeah. And you Terra Fairy, and then Gambit can't Sucker Punch kill you. Like, there's so much things. This mon, there's no reason this mon needs to come back.
Yeah. What was the other Tarot used to run?
Steel, normal.
Steel was pretty solid.
Fire.
Normal was really good. You're right.
For, like,
for opposing
Golden,
ones,
like
opposing ones too.
this mon also makes Sun
Normal was really
unbearable.
good. Oh yeah,
This makes
dude.
Sun unbearable.
This shit is cheap.
And now we have Wake. We have Wake next to this. Like, imagine both of
No,
them.
this is just cheap.
Like, this thing
135,
smashes Slowking.
135 is so funny. This guy's
It's literally Miss Mag and Mischievous. It's so cool.
Yeah, this will probably not have a place back. Man, this was so fun for the couple days that it was absolutely overbearing and cancerous for the metagame. All right.
Oh, I love that.
Next up, we
My
have
favorite
Pokemon that Smogon has actually released a statement for no reason because the home's not even out yet, but whatever. They released a statement that Landorus, I will be banned. I don't know. This shit must have violated someone at Smogon HQ, and then they felt like they had to already release a statement on it. Yeah, it's broken. It's always broken. You can't not be broken when you have this bullshit ability, but these stats.
Yeah, we're predicting the allegations against Landorus, and we've decided to step forward with our
Dude,
firing.
I was like, dude, this shit's not even hired yet. Why'd you already fire him? Anyways, Landorus is cheap. It takes no skill. Sheer Force plus Life Orb is a 1.69x boost to your special attack stat. So, I think that's like 500.
It finally gets Nasty Plot like the other genies, which is like, I'm gonna be real.
It used to get Calm Mind, but nobody really ran that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking about too, right? Like, obviously in OU, like, you'll get free Nasty Plots and you'll win games. I feel like in Ubers and stuff, which it'll definitely be banned too. Right? I mean, it's already banned, right? It doesn't deserve to be allowed. Period.
Yeah.
Like, period. Like, now, if it wanted to, it can Nasty Plot and then, like, Terra Fight Focus. You probably don't even have to Terra Fight Focus Blast to kill Corviknight because Nasty Plot +2 already killed Rotom, right?
Yeah, Corv's gonna fucking die.
Or, excuse me, Focus Blast. 2 Focus Blasts already killed Rotom. This does like neutral, like 70% to Rotom Focus Blast.
Yeah, you need to be max. All I remember is max Spidef Rotom takes like 55 from Blast. So
yeah,
you
can protect.
You can just run +2 and OHKO it, and they'll lose. There's nothing they can do about that.
Plus, you can Terra, and I
guess Landorus Landorus Eye walls this shit.
Actually, can't wait to Terra Water with this Pokemon.
Unless you Rock Slide, right?
I'm pretty sure it just clicks Psychic and smashes it.
Nah, that shit doesn't do that much. It's still not stab. Like it does a lot, but I'm just trying to think of what offensively checks. I guess it doesn't matter because this shit's not even gonna be OU. But
nothing. Honestly, I actually think
they did remove.
I think Calm Mind has a lot of viability.
They removed Rock Polish from its move pool for some reason.
Good.
This would have been the evil, the Double Dance set. I don't know what coverage.
Probably
this coverage, and you just fish and hope that they don't have.
Yeah, and then I Terra into like a.
This is my special Tusk. Fuck it, I'm tearing full fighting. Bring that Blissey in.
Fairies.
This is the strongest Focus Blast seen across the world.
I like Fairy because like when they use this thing in Ubers and Miraidon tries to Draco you, get your free.
True.
Your free Double Dance.
True.
If it had Double Dance, I actually think Bulk Up and Swords Dance on this mon is super broken too. With like.
Yeah, I wasn't even considering his offensive physical capabilities because like.
Yeah, that's Black and White 1. That's Black and White 1.
But with no Rock Polish, dude, this shit physically is dicks. Why would I run this physically?
I think Swords Dance still has some viability. There's like sub bulk up, but I mean, I think
there's Corvin, there's Tusk and shit. I don't think physicals.
They don't beat you if you sub bulk up lefties.
No, they literally do. Iron Defense. I blow your shit Landorus up.
Garbage.
Landorus physical is ass. I'm not letting you get
what?
away. Whatever. Life Force special is broken. Whatever.
It gets
Fuck
Swords
Landorus.
Dance, dude.
Yeah, it gets Swords. A lot of dudes get Swords Dance. Sudowoodo's bitch ass gets Swords Dance. What's your point?
Sudowoodo's bad.
No, he's good actually.
Is bad,
no, he's
sir.
Oh, he's actually good.
Okay.
Anyways, Landorus the strength is too much. Magearna's next. Magearna will start
Sudowoodo
OU.
also doesn't get Swords Dance, so thank you for lying
Yeah,
to the
whatever.
people.
I lie a lot. Just fuck you.
You do lie a lot.
Yeah, I lied to you about Sudowoodo. Now deal with it. Magearna, what do you think, AIM? Because the Smoke Gun
So this mon got
Mafia
spikes now.
already decided.
This mon got spikes. It got Side Shock.
Why does it get? Why does it get
Ice Spinner?
Ice Spinner?
It got Heavy Slam. It got Play Rough. So basically, shift.
Wait, why don't we want physical? Hold on.
Yeah, it got all good physical moves.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
Support is good. Physical is good. Special is always good.
Oh my god, this
It
says
gets
definitely
spikes.
this says definitely dicks, but it's like funny.
Oh, it'll be really fun to see.
Fuck, why doesn't it get Earthquake, dude? You can't beat
You just run Terra
Dirge.
Blast Ground. You literally run Terra Blast Ground and you'll be fine.
Nice 12. Nice 12 damage. Whatever, this is funny. Spikes though is the big one, I think, for sure.
For support. Yeah.
What do you think?
And obviously I mean, dude, I think you can run anything. Why would I not just be
think
specs?
this would be crazy.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know what speed
I think you can run. You can
but-
afford to run enough for Gambit.
Probably
Just run
enough.
max. Just run
Dude,
freaking max,
fuck
dude.
it.
Like,
I just run max, cause like
yeah, Landorus
there's no Mega Alakazam. You need a sponge or any of that shit. If Poke comes
None
in
of
and
that crap.
specs Shadow Balls, you're goobed anyway. Dude, this thing is a
actually-
beast.
Yeah, it's broken. Terra Fairy Flare Cannon is gonna two-shot every besides Claude. Literally every unaware mon besides Claude.
Oh yeah, literally, you're right. And what's it called? There's no real like switch-ins to this. Like I was thinking Golden Go is just a pretty good counter, but Flare Cannon with Terra Fairy will do like 80. So
Let's run the calc because we have that technology. It's
yeah,
always
run
fun.
the calc. Specs modest. Specs modest.
Schmeck Schmahish.
I don't know. We'll see if the metagame evolves to where you need timid. Maybe modest is greedy, but yeah.
I don't
My
think this
guess
mon's
is
gonna
it
be
does.
in the- I
My
don't
guess
think
is
this
it
mon's
does
gonna be
80.
in the metagame to let it evolve enough.
I think it does 80 to gold if I had to guess. Maybe 86.
I want to say closer to 90.
Okay.
It does 79 to 93
Wow.
with Flare Cannon.
Yeah. So it's like 84, 85. It's like on average. This is fucking whack.
Yo, Corviknight, Fizdef Corviknight takes 66 to 78 from Flare Cannon, which means it gets 2 KO'd.
Yeah. Which is
Holy crap.
outrageous.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
this will probably end up being banned because of specs. You 1-for-1 every single mon for the most part. Nothing can Oko this as a fairy type, right? Holy shit, Joe! I just figured it out. Reverum stock goes to 1 trillion.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It does, dude. No, dude. It does. Sorry.
It does.
Until the one pussy links this video and then brings Terra Blast Ground Magearna versus me.
I mean, Reverum runs Spadef and
Nar.
RU. Reverum runs Spadef and RU. That actually is a counter.
dude, it's literally a counter, right? So let's bring it back.
And by counter, I mean
Then we
it's check
iron
because
and we
it doesn't
iron
have
head, we
recovery.
iron head for the
I just
4-hit KO.
Actually, I mean, if you're Terra Fairy,
Dude, whatever. I got up T spikes, bitch, and it's over.
Wait, I lied. Spadef Reverum is 54 to 64 from Specs Fair. Focus Blast. It's over.
Oh, dude,
It's
whatever.
over.
Shit's not hitting. Fuck out of here, dude. Magearna's cheap. This
Wait,
is just another
if it's
mon
not-
that
If
Moth.
it's not Spadef, Focus Blast just kills.
Moth usage has to go to 1 million again for this thing to Moths, both of them, Volk and Iron Moth. They always check
actually
these new cheap
Iron
mons
Moth is the better initial too.
for sure. The
That's
other
pretty
one
cool.
will just give, Iron Moth with booster is a good check to a lot of these new fast joints that are going to be tested.
What a homie.
Mag will be worth a retest, but yeah, I think Specs is just cheap. Shift gear is still there's the potential, right? Shift gear, okay, definitely not
Shift
an
gear can still
item.
do
What
it.
item would this hold? Probably Ayapapa.
No, screw Papa, dude. Just go shook. You go Shuka. You go weakness policy because you know you live.
Oh, the pussies are just gonna run screens, Joe.
I'm
Wait a
pretty
minute.
sure,
You
I
don't
wonder if
need,
it lo-
dude.
did
You
it
just
lose
have to
store
run
power?
this. You just have to run this.
Did it lose store power? Let me look at
No,
Roy's,
bro, it keeps that bullshit. Dude, I forgot it has. You just have to run this with Grim, and then you auto win every game.
Yeah,
Looks very fair.
I like how they gave it Psyshock as well, just in case people run AV to Pex for it, and you can just run it on your spec set.
Why would you give this Psyshock? This shit literally does not deserve Psyshock, dude. That was why, back in the day, you could run Mega Venusaur as a check. Not a counter, because Ice Beam can freeze. But Mega Venusaur is about as fucking good as it gets to a Magearna counter back in the day.
If Pex is not bold, it takes 65 to 77 from Psyshock. That's beautiful.
It's a lot of damage.
And if it is bold, it's still 2 KO by Spec Psyshock.
Shift gear will be interesting, but yeah, we'll probably see. Psyshock is not even bad. The double Psy is truly insanity. But you run Psyshock over stored power then if you run that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about on specs too. You don't have to run specs
on
as your last.
Specs you mean? Yeah, you're right. Because sometimes you don't want to have to fucking click spec spikes when you could just Fleur Cannon.
Dude, if Cloudsire comes in
one time
on me
dunzo.
Once, it dies. It literally dies.
Dunzo, bro. Facts.
Like I'm serious. That mon dies.
And then what if you trick the Pex? All you did is become an AV mag, which is still heat, and you're ready to.
Assuming it still gets.
What? Trick
though.
Probably gets trick.
Yeah.
Trick is a move it learned only in Gen 8, so it should get it.
That was a technical record. Maybe it should get it then. Psyshock does 92 to 109 to Cloud. Beautiful.
Wow. Well played.
It's actually even bad, bro.
Well, I commend them for testing this shit out, but yeah, after us discussing it for a bit, I'm not liking its odds, bro. It's just I'm trying to think shift gear what you run, other than the shift gear Calm Mind stored. But that is like the most catch everything in the meta set. That why would you even kind of fuck around with the other sets?
You like me gonna run Terra Blast Rock, Oko Volk, and Skeletor.
You're shiced. I was thinking Terra Blast Water, bro. For both those. Rock is the same though. You're literally right. Rock is really the same. I was thinking water because
I get the 4 times it on Volk as that dude comes in and dies.
Dude, but Rock is also gonna hit. It hits some other shit.
D-Knight.
Yeah.
Volk.
Terra Blast Rock is so fucking funny.
They go Sarah Ledge as their counter too because that dude resists every. Get rocked. They turn into Terra Bug.
No, ground is definitely better. Fleur Cannon,
better.
Terra Blast, Ground, Ice Beam, right? Thunderbolt? Or do you need Thunderbolt?
What are we running this on?
Running this with Life Orb, because fuck the ops. Actually, Wise Glass. What do you run as the last move? You run it on some HO with like a Glamora lead for sure. You know, this is just, I'm trying to think of the non-screens version. Because if you're running screens, you always run stored.
Just run Thunderbolt and just attack with this mon. This mon doesn't die to anything.
Oh wait, I need shift gear. What am I saying?
If you want to do that.
Do you even need Fleur? Like, what do you run as the last? You don't need Fleur. Ground Ice beats almost everything except for what? Rotom?
Just run Gleam. Or just run Focus. Just run Focus Blast so we can Oko King Gambit instead of.
Oh! Gleam is pretty shice though, bro, with Terra Fairy because it becomes an actual move now.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Like this at +1 with Terra is gonna Oko Gambit, bro.
Yeah. I agree.
Hold on, bro. You're spitting. I didn't know it even got Gleam. No, this set is going.
Wait. Score down.
Oh, wait. I can't be Terra Fairy. I have to be Terra Ground. My bad. Wait, but Terra Ground Oko's Gambit, bro.
Yeah, and I'm pretty. I guess Grass Knot. Why? I thought I'd get Giga Drain for a second. Giga Drain.
Don't say Giga Drain, bro. Please don't say Giga Drain.
I know it gets Energy Ball.
Yeah.
We used to hit Quags with that.
We used to run that on the AV back in the day.
Dude, honestly, I might run Terra Blast, Ground, Ice, and then Grass coverage as my last for the Gastros that are gonna start popping up to beat this.
Dude, that's literally a definitely viable.
I mean, for everything that runs Terra Water, why would I not just run Energy Ball?
Everything that runs Terra. Yeah, agreed. I'm trying to think what else this set loses to. Maybe Fairy Garg, Pussy Garg. All right.
Alright, you can run Flash Cannon as a move too if you want.
True. Anyone who brings Gargan on my mag and knows I'm not a steel move. Go fuck yourself.
I hate them.
I guess Fairy Guard, Water Guard would also beat this. Whatever. Mag will be retested and we'll see. My prediction is ban. Now we have another steel type that's being retested. Well, it was never banned in Gen 8, even though in my opinion it should have been banned. But Melmetal is now in Gen 9. It'll be coming back in Pokemon Home whenever that drops in the first batch of mons. So hopefully soon. Melmetal is a Pokemon that I think is probably going to be banned. That was my first impression because I thought Terra Steel plus Choice Band or really whatever item. But I thought Terra Steel would be too broken with Trick Room. What do you think?
I mean, do you remember Choice Band when it first came out and we were Okoing extra heroes on rolls? Like, now it's no longer rolls to click double Iron Bash and kill things. You just kill everything. You literally just kill everything.
It's like, dude, yeah, there's not really any counters. Like, you can run like 3 defensive helmet Pokemon, aka not the best type of team. But Mel will still break through. Like, what do you beat with? How do you beat Terra type Steel Bash? You have to go. Dozo's the best
Corviknight
possible
takes 48 to 57%.
Yeah, so Trick Room. You would just set up Trick Room and then get past it. And then me and CTC have been talking about how good Trick Room will be. Mag is one of the greatest Trick Room setters of all time, right? So
Didn't this thing get banned in National Dex because they said Trick Room became an actual playstyle?
it's banned in National Dex, right?
Didn't you tell me those exact words? That they said Trick Room became an actual playstyle, so they banned this mon?
I feel like I said it got banned. I feel like I maybe I did say it was because of Trick Room. I just remember Terra Steel just killed everything in the games I saw. So when it got banned, I was like, okay, I guess it makes sense. But yeah, it probably is because of Trick Room, right? Because think about it. How would you beat this? There are no switches. You can't go to no Gambit. You can go to your Rotom and Protect. That's about as good as it gets. You stall a turn. But the other guy that you pair with this that beats everything is Ursaluna, bro. Under the Trick Room. This will beat everything that Mel has any trouble with, aka Slowbro and Pex, because I just facade those bitches.
It's just a free win.
Yeah. So Trick Room will probably be broken with this. I wonder what will happen as a result.
I couldn't see it, like, I don't know. I don't see this mon actually staying at all. Like, tearing into a steel type is not bad. Period. You're already a steel type.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to Terra into a steel type?
Exactly.
Dude, there's no switches to this.
Yeah, this mon's just gonna get blown away.
Look at the George Tropez X Garth Bricks collab. You put any real mon over this bullshit Tropius, and this team gets 6-0'd by Bash.
Yeah, but you keep the Tropius, and you still
get 800 0'd by Bash. Exactly.
Like, I think people are gonna beat it with Rocky Helmet, but they're gonna have to sack 2
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. Do you have to run Pex plus Corv and just switch back and forth 3 times and lose both, basically?
And if I'm Jolly banned as well, I actually outspeed Corv too. So like,
yeah, then you just Thunder Punch
you still 2-shot with double Iron Bash if you.
Dude, that's like worth the trade at that point because you probably killed their one physically defensive wall for your other joint.
Yeah, it means I don't have to bring Magnezone on my teams when I'm using stuff. Yeah, I agree.
All right, next up after Mel, we have Palafin. Palafin, old friend that was around for a couple weeks, I believe. Palafin was pretty clearly broken. Everybody knew, even though it took a while for it to be banned. But it was banned mainly for its Terra Steel bulk up set, right? That's how I remember cheesing everybody with it. It would do
because they tried using Clear Smog and Moongus and it couldn't beat it 1v1.
It was bulk up sub or bulk up taunt?
It was taunt. It was always taunt.
Taunt, right? Okay. Yeah, because you need taunt for Haze Pex. Otherwise, you don't beat that shit.
People started running speed and stuff, but this was also, you gotta remember, this was also in like Annihilate metagame. Like, this mon doesn't
Dude, this mon was around for like 2 weeks. Like, there wasn't enough metagame development for anything to really, for us to know much about this. Except for that this set was like, RC's normal on drugs or something. Yeah, like, this is disgusting. Literally. Alternative sets were banded, right?
I think banned is in this current metagame. Banned sounds insane.
Yeah,
in our current like balance meta. I mean, I used it in draft recently, and I was like, yo, this mon needs to be banned. Period.
What did you run? Jet Punch, Flip Turn, Ice Punch, Superpower.
Close combat it gets.
Oh right, close combat.
And you also definitely.
I know you ran Body Slam.
You run. I did. I also run Rave Crash, the strong move, the move that gets the nuke over Ice Punch. You don't need Ice Punch.
Yeah, you don't need Ice Punch.
You don't. Jet Punch 2 KOs, all the resist that are not Dragonite, and you just Wave Crash 2 KOs.
Yeah, true. Why would I fucking Ice Punch a, what's it called, Pult on the Switch, when I can just Flip Turn into Double Crash?
Flip Turn and do 50.
Double Jet Punch.
And double Jet, yeah, exactly.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, you're right. Triple Water's probably best. I mean, you'd run this bitch on Rain anyway and just farm everybody.
Yeah, but, I mean, in OU, you'd run like Zen sometimes for Amoonguss, Pex.
Oh, Zen was nice, actually. True.
But that was also when Pex was running full physically defensive.
So you needed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, Pex isn't even a good counter if it's Taunt Steel, so they can't even risk that more often than not.
Literally loses 1v1.
It's really Water Absorb Clawed that goes up, which still loses to bulk up Drain Punch, I think. Does it?
What I want them to do is... No, I think it does. Still loses.
It does.
It loses
it's
the
Water
Absorb.
Yeah, you recover way too much.
Yeah, you just beat it 1v1 because you just run Fizz Def and you're just recovering.
Yeah, shit does nothing.
Because you're being it, and if it's unaware, then you just...
Dude, Palafin's defense is hella good. Like, its Earthquake from Claude already does like 25, so then you +1 and it does like 15.
It's a beautiful mon.
They just auto-lose. This mon is a bit broken, I think. I look at the usage stats of what was there in May, and I mean, sub bulk up looks like it beats every single thing on the page.
Or
not sub bulk up, taunt bulk up.
That meow wasn't being used as much.
True.
So it's really interesting to see that thing, like at least knock and tear.
Also, Rotom is pretty damn good. Besides getting taunted.
Well, Rotom gets versus the taunt set. The bandit set's not switching ever.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Well, nothing can really.
Yeah.
Except for a bold Pex. which is
We
pretty
didn't have
pretty
we didn't
solid.
have Walking Wake, which is interesting too, because like Specs Walking
Wake
Wake with
owns
Draco.
this guy
Yeah.
in a 1v1. I didn't actually think about that too. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting mon. I think that taunt set is still too much BS. But the bandit set would have been interesting to test, I think.
I think that we should ban and stuff, retest everything. I think this mon should not be part of that list.
Okay, you think this is just better off staying in Ubers?
Yeah, I think this mon is
Heard
just
you.
too much. For
Alright, I got this Pokemon next up because nobody talks about this Pokemon.
Naganadel.
Naganadel, the Forgotten Beast booster that went to Ubers, even though his BST is dicks. So, HP, attack, defense, SpDef, all shite. But the attack is pretty decent and the speed is pretty decent. So this thing was broken back in generation... This shit came out in 7, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's broken in both Gen 7 and 8. And it was legal in the beginning of both, right?
Yep.
For like a little bit, like a couple weeks.
It's I mean, it's still broken. It's literally Beast Boost is nasty, right?
Right, yeah.
Dude, you don't even, you can just run Specs too with Draco and just two-shot everything with Terra Dragon Draco. What's stopping me? Like, you better be a fairy.
Fairies
literally.
don't exist, as we've already said, and if you are a fairy, you can't come into Sludge Wave. Oh,
Yeah,
and then
it gets
if you're
it's Fire
Magearna,
Blast.
it has Fire Blast, exactly. Yeah, I didn't even think about specs. There's no Heatran anymore, so really, what do you worry about?
No switch-ins at all.
Heatran was this thing's biggest counter, and if it got banned in a metagame where Heatran existed, then I don't understand what changed to this one.
Scroll
Where,
down through its moveset. Can you scroll down through its moveset?
yeah, let me go to.
National.
I
Just make it
gotta go to
National Dex.
National Dex. Give me 1 second.
Just go back to it and just make it National Dex there.
That's whatever. I'm here.
Okay.
What was the mon called again?
Naganadel.
Naganadel. Alright, so, yeah.
Same
Draco.
thing.
I don't think it has anything really besides what I posted. That's good.
Do we have? I forgot if it had U-turn or not. It did. Okay, cool. Yeah, you just run Specs. You
Thunderbolt,
literally just run.
T-Spikes.
You don't even need any of that crap. You literally Terra Dragon and click Draco. This is the
Yeah, but-
special version of Banded Baxcalibur. This is literally the special version of Glaive Rush Baxcalibur.
This is a
get
lot
your
weaker,
kill.
though.
Draco versus Glaive Rush.
No, but it's like... I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It's a special attacker versus...
Correct.
Like,
but
Bax's
look at the
moves are
current
much harder to
I
pivot
agree,
around.
but look at the current metagame. Fizdef Corviknight. Garg that runs mixed defenses but leads towards Fizdef.
This is like Wake but
Test
better.
naturally.
This is like Wake but better. So
I'm just saying that it's going to be insane because of the fact that like
I think it would
most
still
of the
be
mons
broken.
right now.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
I think it will too because most of the mons lean towards. First off, it's naturally faster than Valiant as well, which is a big plus.
Yeah, dude.
Right,
This
and
is
it-
like
it gets speed
Wake
boost.
but just better, even with shit defenses. It's like way
It doesn't
better.
need them too. It just clicks Draco.
Faster and stronger, and the coverage is just as good, right? Has Dragon Fire, and then this uses a poison type coverage instead of Wake's Water. And plot with Beast Boost is another just cheap, right? You get the speed boost, and now you've won, and you just keep Dracoing the unaware guys. Yeah, I don't see this shit being This is such a weird mon, bro. Such a weird mon. Its BST is so bad, but the combination of Beast Boost, the amazing moves, and the just workable special attack and speed. It's
I
just,
don't remember if I wanted it banned back in the day. At least in the Heatran metagame. In the Heatran, did we ever have this plus Melmetal? I feel like I don't remember if we had this plus Melmetal.
I don't remember.
At the same
I don't
time.
remember when Melmetal dropped. It didn't drop in
So home. It came to home. I don't remember if Naganadel came out before home. I feel like it did kill Mel
did.
as
We used
well.
to play Naga with Dynamax, but no one ever played Mel with Dynamax.
Okay, yeah,
Because Mel came out in the new game, that other joint. What was it called? Legends. Yeah.
Pikachu. Legends of Pikachu.
Legends
It's
of-
not let's play Pikachu. but
Yeah, Legends of
Pikachu.
Blood Pikachu edition or whatever. Anyways, Naganadel is cheap. Next, Hoopa Unbound, who has confirmed a return. I brought up this Pokemon.
No pursuit, dude.
Why is there no... Okay, that's a shiesty pick. No Pursuit is so crazy, right? So,
Yeah.
folks, we didn't get to use Hoopa in Generation 8. He did not exist. It was not brought back. Generation 7, Hoopa was a little mediocre. It was pretty mediocre, in my opinion. Just because Pursuit was all over the place. A lot of Magearnas, a lot of Mawiles. Greninja was a really good dark type. So was Weavile. It's hard to stack multiple, but it's still good. It's still Hoopa. Pursuit was tough for this thing to deal with because its physical defense is so bad, and all Pursuiters basically even have a typing matchup versus this. But now there is no Pursuit. So this is pretty fucking insane in my opinion. Why'd I put the defense up? If you look at this, if you look at the special attack and the attack stat when maxed out, this is what they look like without a boosting nature. So both are pretty cracked. Like, we don't really have Pokemon that reach these normally in OU currently. This is the closest example of a Mega Evolution
we have
being in OU right now, you know? Like, this is what Iron Valiant feels like its stats are when I play against it and it has a mixed attack. This is what it actually is, though. So I think Choice is going to be the real breaker on this shit. I was thinking Choice Band Terra Dark beats everything.
I mean,
probably.
I don't even know if you have to Terra Dark. Like at Choice Band, you 2 KO physically defensive Corviknight with Hyperspace, right?
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
Always.
For sure.
And then if you Terra
I'm gonna
Dark,
knock off plus Hyperspace too, because I can't run out of them Hyperspaces.
Assuming it can knock off, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, assuming. True.
And then, I mean, obviously, Hyperspace is 73 to 86. Magearna has never been a counter to Choice Band, ever.
Never. That shit gets blown up. Especially,
Literally.
AV doesn't OHKO this with Flare Cannon either. Because of its nasty Spadef. At least I had one time where I lived it. Maybe it was a roll. But, dude, this thing Spadef is crazy. This shit is a troll. This shit lives any special move. Like, I already know Valiant's Moonblast doesn't kill this. So I'm staying in and revenge killing this shit with Zen Headbutt. I was thinking last move on Band, Psychic. Because you OHKO Tusk. And you OHKO Valiant. And I don't have to risk Zen. And I'm already going to Hyperspace the Pex probably anyways. So,
that's not bad. That's not bad to be honest.
Yeah. I guess this would get checked by Dirge. But Terra Dark probably beats any... I mean, Fairy Dirge, sorry. But Terra Dark probably beats it.
I want to compare it to Hisuian Arcanine. Insanely hard to switch into. But this one actually hits its moves. Yeah.
Hyperspace is a really nasty move. Goes through Protect too, is cool. This invalidates Stall completely. The fucking Mola Pex Blissey Talonflame. They gotta figure out a new strategy because this will come in and beat their whole team. Like they all gotta run Tinglu or something now.
Yeah.
Tinglu does a pretty good job of checking Band if you're Fizz Def because this shit has to Drain Punch. It doesn't get Superpower. I thought it did.
What if it gets close combat now?
Can you imagine if this shit looks like it should be able to close combat? He literally has 6 arms ready for the close combating to happen.
I mean, it gets Terra Blast. It lost.
His coverage is pretty damn good though. I don't know what you Terra Blast. What are you thinking?
I can't think of much. Maybe if you want the OHKO on Mag, you go ground, but you just Terra Dark and you 2-shot it always. So I don't know what I don't see anything there. You can see Terra Blast Fly for I think Fly is always okay, but I think it's useless otherwise. But like Fly for like you kill Great Tusk and you kill Val, but probably not necessary.
Just Psychic them.
Yeah, probably not necessary at all. I don't know. I
can see a defensive Terra. This shit could work. This shit is pretty crazy. I'm really excited to use this.
Yeah, this mon's gonna be real fun. Just click buttons with.
I wonder what they're gonna decide about this mon, dude.
Well, we'll probably know in like a day or two, huh?
You think it's broken?
Because like
I do.
Initially, I think it's one of the mons that's gonna be broken after the first wave gets banned. After the first wave of fast threats get banned.
Okay, I hear
this
you.
This is the one that goes after.
Super pressing issues, like the Urshifu Day 1 ban. Then this, because I'm looking at a lot of the teams here, right? Like, I don't know what they would do versus either set. Specs are banned. Not to mention you can always run Nasty Plot if you really want. Nasty Plot's not bad at all. But yeah, dude, this looks very difficult for the majority of teams.
Even just straight up Specs, dude.
Dude, Specs looks yeah, dude, look at this shit. Like, Specs has no checks, bro.
What stops me from using Specs Terra? Like literally, there's nothing
bro.
for Specs.
There's nothing, bro. The best special defensive mon right now is AV Pex.
And now with Psychic.
That shit.
And it still gets 2-shot if Fairies Terras too.
Even if it turns Fairy, exactly. And you can always run Psyshock on your...
Exactly.
I just have Psychic for Tusk. You can always run Psyshock. It doesn't matter.
This is the mon that will get banned after other mons get banned. After the fast threats get banned. Like
shit seems broken to me.
Yeah, I think it will be. I don't think it's day 1 broken. I think it's like day 4, day 3, day 4.
Heard you. Yeah, I guess Gambit is the best check as long as it doesn't focus blast. Similar to how we use Gambit to check Golden Go, hoping that it doesn't focus blast.
Literally.
But that shit is probably strong. But I like talking about that one. All right, next we have one which everybody is excited for. One that's a certain individual back in the day actually predicted that it was a garbage Pokemon and would be OU, and now it will be Zamazenta, but the fighting one. So this pussy is now probably going to start OU when it returns. It has a pretty threatening distribution, right? The defenses are amazing, the attack is bad, and the speed is incredible. This shit's actually faster than Chen. It's 412.
He meant the special attack. He's meant the special attack is bad, guys, not the attack.
No, the attack's very bad.
You think 120 is bad?
It's very bad. It doesn't have a boosting move. I mean, a boosting ability.
Yeah.
It's dude, it's weak as fuck.
This one can run a boosting item though, which the other one can't.
But it's weak as fuck. 339 cannot break anything. Like even super effectively, he doesn't hit hard. Like I'll tell you the difference between him and Tusk. If Tusk runs a choice band, Corv's getting 2-hit KO'd. If he runs a choice band, he has to tear to 2-hit KO Corv. That's a big difference.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
Calc the CC.
I'll calc the CC right now, brother, just for you.
I'm telling you.
What's this mon called?
Zamazenta?
Zamazenta?
Zama's dicks. Jolly choice band does not beat it the way Tusk guarantee beats it. Trust me.
Okay, the way it guarantees, no, obviously, but you do 48 to 57 to Fizz Def, which runs Rocky Helmet. That's a 50%
but it
chance to 2-hit KO
doesn't guarantee like Tusk. I'm telling you, there's a stark difference in this shit's power versus other fighting types. 120 is whack.
It's a 95% chance to 2-hit KO Corviknight, dude.
It's not enough.
If it's Rocky Helmet.
What if it's lefties? What if it's lefties?
Leftovers is a 50% chance.
I don't know. I think this thing's bad.
I don't know, man.
I think this thing's really bad, actually.
I mean, I think it not. I'm not saying it's not bad. Like, it can't boost its attack without using Howl, which is terrible. It doesn't have a secondary stab like the other one.
That's what I'm saying. 120 is very bad when that's all you have to work with. There are no boosts for him.
They nerfed its ability, too. They nerfed its ability, so it only activates the first time it comes out.
Like, this guy doesn't even get bulk up. Like, what is this? He's literally meant to be a defensive mon. Why the fuck can't he bulk up? Gets body press, though. So we might see that iron defense shit, right? Like, this owns AV Pex, for example. You get +6 on that shit and kill it. But I don't know what else you do after.
You don't have a secondary move to do anything with, which is unfortunate.
I go to my Claude and I get +8, and then I go to my Dirge and I get +50.
Terra Blast should use the best stat. I should be able to use defensive Terra Blast.
Dude, this mon is so close, but it's so far away.
It's good though. That means it won't be banned.
Yeah, like, I don't foresee. So I would think you would run close combat, wild charge, probably Ice Fang for the Landorus explosion and the Zapdos explosion. Yeah, imagine running Ice Fang. Somebody
wild charge and Ice Fang.
Somebody commented that on my vid. They're like, that's how I know this Pokemon's dog shit, because if you use Ice Fang as a legitimate move, you're a shit Pokemon.
Bro,
except for Aerodactyl.
Wild charge or Ice Fang, you're literally bad.
You're not real, dude. What is this Luxray LARP? Do you see this? This is the worst shit ever, dude.
Scroll down through his move pool, see if I can find
Stone Edge is actually pretty shiced. I would just take the Walled by Landorus and run Stone Edge to hit Zapdos.
I would rather run Heavy Slam too.
He looks big as a bitch. You're right.
Yeah. Let me run the calc on Fizdef. Fizdef thing.
I didn't even realize I got slam. You're shiced. Psychic Fang hits
Pex.
Pex.
Heavy Slam, if it's choice band, does 90 to 106 to defensive Hatterene. So that's
86
actually 86 to 102 to max. So that's
strong. It's because he's fucking big as shit, right? Heavy Slam Terra Steel might actually be crazy. But I thought you'd want Terra. But I think you want Terra Fight.
You're naturally faster than Val, right? So you kill Val as well.
Oh, this says fucking walled by gold. I guess
you just run crunch.
But will you put it over? Stone Edge.
I'm gonna look at this crap.
I guess you have to be walled by one mon, but it's like okay.
Oh, also, get rid of wall charge. Get rid of wall charge.
Need that shit for
who?
Corviknight and Dondozo in one.
No, close combat does more.
Watch our shit. Watch our shit.
See, it's the worst move in the game.
I'm trying to think what else it was for. Dude, in my head it made sense. Who else? I think I want Terra Fighting for that Dozo, even though it probably still checks me. Well, because I don't know how else I break it. Also, for the chance I play the lefties Fizdef Corv, I'm telling you, I need to fucking make sure it dies.
I mean, it's a 50% chance to kill, and if Rock's up, it always dies. And if it's Rocky Helmet, 95% it dies. I think you don't need it for that regard. I will say, though, that Wild Charge on this Pokemon is pathetic, and I hate anyone who puts it on.
Such a dick's move, man. This guy's weird.
I do 40%, and I take the damage.
Post-combat, Crunch, Slam. Stone Edge is there for the birds, like Zapdos.
I do think Slam is worth it, though. I
like Slam a lot, bro. It seems like a pretty easy to spam move. It also seems like this thing has a pretty viable shot at turning into a Steel type. And spam. Like Heavy Slam to Golden Go probably does a decent amount. I think. I don't know if Gold's heavy. It looks light, but it could be.
It looks like that boy be surfing. Maybe he just got money. Let me see this Golden Go.
Maybe the weight all comes from the bread.
Oh, actually, yo. So Heavy Slam normally does 30 to 36%. So with Terra Steel,
should do a 2-hit KO nearly
45 to 54. Yeah, 50% chance.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was like Terra Steel banned after you brought it up. I was like Terra Steel is definitely legit with choice ban. So that's something that we should definitely consider. Like
this one's also faster than like Modest Dragapult and things like that. So
it's fast as balls, dude. It's faster than Bundle and Chen and all them dudes. This will be an interesting guy. I know you. I think he stays.
Yeah,
you think it could grow to be broken?
I think he's a wave 4 broken mon.
Oh, like Wild Charge is for Pex, bro.
I'd rather run Psychic Fangs. I can't do, even if it's
It was
weaker.
for Pex. It was,
I can't do
dude. It's the
Wild Charge
mid-ground move. You need it to hit the Pex core structures, dude. It's fucking
so
no. It's
bad.
intelligently placed, dude. I remember why I had that genius move.
It's so bad. Whatever. Put it
You're
on.
right. Sci-Fang is pretty good, but
I'd rather punch Corviknight once and then later click.
dude, you keep saying I'd rather punch it as if this is some big boxer. It's just pussy. Yeah, I'm trying.
Boxer, bro.
God forbid you're Terra Steel and you run into that core. God forbid. Dude, fuck Zamazenta. I'm gonna be the first one to use him. I think he has untapped potential, and he actually will go on to be broken. I don't know why.
I think he has completely tapped potential.
Fuck you, AIM. Fuck you, AIM. You don't understand him at all. Also, Zapdos goobs him so badly, and Zapdos is so good.
Bro, I'm running Terra Blast Ice. I'm running Terra Blast Fire.
I bet Crunch does 50% to Skeledirge. I've seen Skeledirge take 51% from Tusk EQ, and you think this piece of shit is gonna be putting on that pressure with EQ? I mean, with Crunch.
I've also seen it. Zapdos, OU utility. I'm gonna run the. Yo, you know Wild Charge and Close Combat are bad moves. Actually, Wild Charge is a bad move. Wait, hold up. Terra Fight Close Combat 43 to 51 to Zapdos.
No,
not bad.
Not Fizz Def. Maybe 0-0.
This is 248, 220 defense.
What?
Timid though for the Rillaboom, so let me run it bold. Come on, I'll make it max for you so we can see it do pathetic damage.
No, but I'm like, even though the first roll was a lot, I was impressed by Zamazenta's stability.
If you knock this, if Zapdos takes damage, you do 38 to 45 with Terra Fight.
Hella damage. That's
a lot,
dude. That's why I was like, dude, maybe this does go on to be broken.
Yeah, this is a wave 4.
Maybe.
This is a wave 4.
This is a wave 4. This is after everybody goes. Wave 4 is very funny.
This is a wave 4 when people start running Terra Fly King Gambit and still lose to it.
That Zapdos shit was. I didn't know that. I'd be hating. But you know who beats him? Just like he beats everybody who's new? Volcarona. Again, I bring it in. I set up +6. I beat his ass.
I mean, it eats +1 and +2.
Nah, but he's not 2KOing my bold Volk.
That's why I'm putting Stone Edge over everything. I'm 100% running Close Combat and Heavy Slam. That's all. I don't care about the rest.
So now what? So then what are you gonna run as the last two? Because you gotta pick.
I run Stone Edge for your Zapdos, like you said.
Okay, Stone Edge for my Zapdos, and then you can't be walled by Gold, dude.
No. If I run Terra Steel, I 2-shot with Heavy Slam.
Okay, but now you're. I don't know.
Okay, go through its move pool.
Fuck, Zamazenta's whack. I told you.
Scroll.
I'm scrolling by power, you bastard.
Scroll by power. I need.
That's how I always scroll, you bastard. All right, play rough.
I need scroll by brain.
That's actually
I need scroll by brain. Not by power.
Talking to the wrong guy, bitch. All right, body slam. What are you looking for, bro?
Nothing is talking to me. Nothing.
You could run Terra Ground Banded, Terra Blast. Could be a nice little all-around coverage.
That's probably decent too.
Yeah.
Heavy Slam's still strong as hell versus everything.
Heavy Slam Terra Steel is cool, bro. But dude, this mon's dicks.
I'm on Metal Burst. Blast.
I crunched on the switch into Pex. I did 26.5%.
Throw that away. Just put Wild Charge. Get rid of Crunch.
No, we need it. Then Dirge walls us.
We have Stone Edge right under it.
Oh yeah. We don't need Crunch then, right? We don't need Crunch then, right?
Yeah, get rid of that Wild Charge.
Wild Charge.
Whatever,
right,
dude.
We did it.
They're gonna end up running Howl, Terra Ground, or some crap like that with Close Combat. Like that's.
Oh, it's really outrageous.
Get this one out of my sight.
Dude,
I'll use it in a couple weeks.
I do want to say this: his older bro is absolutely broken because the defenses are a lot nastier than 115. There's a huge difference between 140, 140, and 115, 115.
The dude got nerfed and he's still this crazy.
Yeah. Also, Fighting Steel is fucking stupid.
Yeah, for Behemoth Blade, you're right.
Yeah, Behemoth Blade is a cheap move. Even though
it's not in the game.
Can't have an item. I hope it is in the game because it's like a signature. That would be a nasty nerf, I feel. Okay, next up I had Kyurem because Kyurem was a mon that got banned in Generation 8, and its father Iron Bundle got banned in Generation 9. So what do you think about Kyurem?
Kyurem's a wave 3 situation.
For sure. Let me go back and see if I have any Kyurem.
It's not day 1 ban. It's not week 2 ban. It's a week 4 ban type of thing.
I would not be surprised though if it. I think ban might be insane. Just immediately, right? As you said, this is one of those waves happen.
Wave 3.
But I looking at my teams, right? And that freeze dry subset could dominate a lot of
Yeah,
these
it's
builds.
nasty. You also you can tear ice now, so you actually get the kills on things too, which is pretty crazy.
I didn't think about that.
Or you could tear for resist. But
This guy goobs the unaware 3, right? Dirge, Dozo, Claude. He beats all of them. PP stalls them very easily too. Yeah, didn't even think. Ice ground is god coverage. You know, I didn't think about that, Joe. Turning into a ground type, because then you get rid of the shit ice type typing. You don't care if your boots gets removed because you're now a ground type, and you OHKO and you're a literal like good check to Magearna. Ooh,
you're weak to the water moves though, so I don't know if ground is the best, but it's still.
Yeah, that's true. But the Scarlet, yeah, true. You don't want to be weak to like a slow king. I mean, it obviously depends on the battle, but Terra Ground is definitely not crazy. Imagine you Terra Ground, you OHKO gold, and you needed that hit.
Yeah, and you're
because they stayed in to
like,
make it rain, you know.
Yeah, those hoes.
Those hoes.
I will say Kyurem though, like I cannot see it being broken day 1, day 2. But definitely over time as battle.
Like, Spec seems crazy.
The metagame right now.
Spec seems crazy.
Spec just owns.
Right? Right? That's what I'm looking at, right? It looks crazy. Yeah.
Gambit usage is gonna shoot to number 2 in OU.
Dude, because Ice Beam is inherently a cheap
number 2.
I mean, Freeze Dry is inherently cheap. So, again, my brother Volk goes up again in the standings to check this guy. AKA, I dodge Draco on the switch and I get +1/+1/+1.
Literally.
Oh, this guy's really cheap. I'll be excited for his return.
Yeah, this is like the wave 3. This is like around the. I think Hoopa initially would get, even though Hoopa's a wave 4. I think Hoopa might have to move back. They might have to early appointment.
I feel that. I feel that aim. Okay, we now have the Shaman Sky. This is a Pokemon I added PokeAim to this video to discuss.
Yeah, so this mon was allowed in OU in Gen 5.
Yep.
And we banned it because it was.
How long was it there for in Gen 5? Like a month?
It might have been less. It was definitely less because I was only able to do 1 or 2 Wi-Fi battles with it.
So what is this? 2011 early or 2010 late?
Yeah, literally 2011.
Okay.
Like type of thing.
Heard you.
But then again, we did have the black and white, the Japanese version of it, so it could have been a little bit earlier. But anyway, this mon was allowed during Darkrai metagame. Absolutely nasty. They did give it a buff now. It gets sleep powder, which is insane on this mon. Like you're already flinching everybody, right? But now it gets sleep powder, so it can put them to sleep first. So that beats like covert cloak, right?
Yeah.
They also gave it recover now.
Wait, what?
Yep.
That's in the doc. The doc confirms that it gets recover.
It's in the doc. It has recover.
What?
But it has that from Legend Arceus, so that's not. I'm assuming most of this stuff is gonna come, but. Recover is big, especially I think on this and on regular Shaman, obviously.
I believe it was broken, right? Because of Subseed is what they said.
Yeah, you just sub-leech seed and beat everything.
Well, we don't have any magic guarders or real magic bouncers.
Also, the fact that even if you run Covert Cloak to beat this, like, it doesn't matter. It never has to attack you. It can just sub-seed. It's also strong. 120 from Seed Flare?
120 when both of your moves have these broken side effects is more than enough.
Yeah, and if you're Covert Cloak, you're not left over, so sub-seed will beat you down eventually.
Only issue with this guy is I guess frailty, but it's not like this is anything new in the metagame we're playing currently.
Nothing at all.
We're using Valiant, Moth, and all these other frail Pokemon. This isn't that
much different. What's wrong with being a Terra Fairy subseeder? Like, nothing's wrong with that.
You can do a lot of good defensive Terras with this shit for sure. I'm trying to think of what else it can run. Like Specs will obviously be decent because you can just fish with the appropriate move.
I think Life Orb can work as well with Recover.
What other moves does it get? Oh yeah, Life Orb Recover is definitely not shit.
If it still has Earth Power, obviously Earth Power, but
I'm assuming it has Earth Power. It better have Earth Power.
I think Recover is so much cooler, not on this one, but on the other one, like on the regular form of Shaman that we're gonna get in lower tiers.
Yeah. What would you run as a last move?
Terra Blast.
Yeah, right. Fire.
Yeah, you literally run Terra Blast Fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because you got a Goob Korov. But is there anything else that has utility here?
Technically, you don't have. You can just run Terra Flying in Air Slash Core for your specs, and it probably 3 shots.
Dude, Terra Flying is funny when we have Air Slash. I guess it's like the confident man's play, so you don't miss. Terra Blast fighting for Bish, and it's Sucker Punch or King Gambit.
Yeah, why not?
Sucker Punch.
Why not? Why not? That can work too. I don't think anything's wrong with that. I think Fire can do the same thing.
Fire's really good too. So Fire, because if I'm running Fire, I'd like to forgo Earth Power, but I can't forgo Earth Power because you got to hit Glim.
Just put Sleep Powder. Just put Sleep Powder.
That Sleep Powder, dude.
When they try to Sucker Punch you, you sleep them.
Dude, I think Scarf is crazy for that reason. With just a Scarf sleep. with like a Terra Ghost or some shit. Like,
you can even put Healing Wish. You can even put Healing Wish over Earth Power.
But dude,
too.
imagine
Like,
you can bring this in as with, again, I'm just a like theory crafting Terra Ghost, but this shit just seems mad cheap. It outspeeds all the booster guys at +1.
Yeah, Val boosters thinks it beats
I just kill you, right? You have your Moon at +1. I bring the shit. I just flinch you or I sleep you. This Scarf Sleep on this will be nasty in my opinion, because you can't go to your gold on Earth Power. Yeah, it's taking 70%.
Yep.
This guy's cheap, Joe. What do you think?
I think it is too. Well, I will say, can you? I don't remember if it still gets Earth Power, because I know in Legends BDSP it didn't, if I'm not mistaken.
It didn't?
Whatever.
Oh.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. But we'll see. But I think Recover, like I said, is better on the baby version, which will be obviously allowed in lower tiers, and I think that's going to be really good, because before it would run Rest with Natural Cure, but it can just run Recover.
Subseed is still ridiculous from what I can see.
Subseed's broken.
Because like, what do you go to? Like, what do you go to stop the leech?
Yeah, I sub, and then you go to Covert Cloakmon. Like, who cares?
Yeah, your best counter to this is Covert Corv.
And Corviknight doesn't break sub with U-turn, so...
Yeah. So you can always get dropped by Seed Flare and then Air Slashed and die. I guess it does have pressure, which is pretty fucking solid versus Shaman. But other than Covert Cloak on the Corv, I don't see very many...
I mean, if I have to fight Covert Cloak Corv, I would say that it's a win for me.
That's a win for me.
I have Rocky Helmet or leftovers or anything.
Exactly. And I got Mousehold in the back. GG, bitch. Terra Ghost on the Switch,
I'm
bitch.
gonna knock it anyway with my Tusk, so it doesn't really matter.
Facto. This is broken. Good day, Shaman. All right.
Could be my good mod.
Next, we have Zygarde. No.
This video is just us calling everything broken, and I love it.
No, we have some guys that we would like to see them return.
Oh, I mean, I want to
like Zamazenta.
Alright, let me tell you something, bro. This is a wave 2.
When I lied about Zamazenta's weakness compared to Tusk, even though they're like 6% of us.
Yes.
Strength.
So Zygarde is a wave 3, right?
So wave 3.
Let me tell you, you're just gonna run the same crap as before. Subcoil, Glare, 1,000 Arrows.
No, but this bitch is turning Fairy now, Joe. You need to understand.
It doesn't even have to, too. It can turn Terra Ground and just kill everything as well.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about that. So we're running this, right?
Yeah, literally. You're literally running this. Or you're running Dragon Dance, Glare, Sub.
I was thinking you want, like, Tail or something, because what's it called? All the unaware dudes, if they turn Fairy, beat you. So how do you stop that as a Zygarde?
The same way we beat
Bulu, they used to run... and you don't have to run Glare. You can run Tox. People ran that.
Doesn't get Tox.
Nobody gets Tox anymore. Fuck. Because Dragon Tail is not... This is not Electros.
You know what? You know what? Get rid of Glare and put Core Enforcer, and let's get rid of their ability.
Oh, yeah. You're on them drugs. All right.
Let's get rid of their unaware ability.
I guess you would run. No, dude, you're right. Just glare them. Who cares, dude? At the end of the day,
that's literally how you beat all your
At the end of the day, that man is glared. I won that.
That's how Zygarde beat Clef, how it beat Bulu, even if it was bulk up.
Yeah.
How it beat unaware Quag. Like, you literally just glare.
And there's no more grassy terrain.
It's just stupid.
Dude, turning pure ground is pretty nasty. Because 1,000 Arrows is a dick's move usually, but now with that little boost, and who is gonna complain about turning pure ground, dude?
I actually think Adamant offensive.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Dance, like in
I didn't even think about that.
Like a literal Dragon Dance, 1,000 Arrows, E-Speed. Oops. Scream Evilverse. Jesus Christ.
And then I guess you would have a dragon. I mean, fuck it. I mean, probably not Outrage. It was Moonrun. Fuck it. Terra move last. Terra Fairy last, bitch.
Good.
Terra Blast Fairy last is literally what I would run, bro.
I actually think Terra Ground is just so good, though, because you set up on Hat, because Hat can't nuzzle you. And you get +2, you get your neutral, so your ground move's always hitting everything neutral. You're already a bulky as hell Pokemon. I don't think you need type, I don't think you need...
I want to KO all the dragons, though, at +1. I guess maybe Ground already does that, maybe.
Nah, it'll do it for, like, Dragapult and stuff. I think it
No, but Moon probably does the +1 ground. If you're Terra Ground, Moon definitely does.
Let's make this boy Adamant.
Because I was thinking with Terra Blast Fairy, you can hit Tusk, Wake, and Fairy is obviously the all-around pretty shice typing. But there could be another move that I'm forgetting about. What did offensive used to run? No, they ran Double Dance, didn't they? They ran DDX Coil. Them bitches, those bitches were so cheap.
Oh yeah, dude, Terra Ground 1,000 Arrows at neutral does 71 to 85 to Dragapult. So yeah, you kill it +1 always.
Yeah, Moon probably goes out the same way.
Iron Val dies as well. Roaring Moon.
The Iron Val calc is shiced because that guy actually has good defense.
Yeah. So and also you can Dragon Dance up twice on it if you.
What's 1,000 Arrows? 90 power. I thought it was 85. Shit's cheap.
No, one's broken.
I don't know what last move you'd run, honestly, bro. Because you don't need Outrage. What would you be clicking Outrage for?
I think if you click Outrage, you're a loser. As in, you lose your mon.
I was like, damn, he hating.
No, I think you'll lose your mon, legit. But I would run last move. Let me see. I think Outrage is really bad.
Outrage is so bad, dude. I'm looking at the mons and I can't tell you one mon that I want to Outrage, dude.
Oh, I just run Coil. Just run
dude, that's
Coil.
what I'm saying. You should just cheese with an, or we're running.
Literally use leftovers on this mon, right? Run leftovers, Dragon Nets, E-Speed, and then Coil, and then just Terragram.
There's no reason not to run Coil. I think you're completely right. There's literally no you're like doing yourself a disservice not running Coil, dude. This shit is cheap.
Run some speed on this
Joe,
one
I think
too.
this guy's gonna leave unless unaware mons become the permanent meta.
For sure, it's gonna be like I said. It's gonna be like a wave 3.
This shit could even be wave 2, bro. Maybe.
I guess if wave 1, we're considering wave 1 to be like POW, and like Naganadel.
Yeah,
and like,
all them shits that like were already borderline very OP.
And then wave 2 would be like Magearna. I could see this mon being banned alongside Magearna. Magearna might be a wave 1, to be honest. I don't know. I have to think.
No, I agree with what you said. I think stuff like Chen and Naga and all that like
wave 1.
All that stuff that's pretty obviously broken is leaving. And then
they're gone. Mag is like a wave 2.
Like Mag and Mel are the same level to me, but I think Zygarde is not those guys' level.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, there's one way to test this out. Go to National Dex and see if Zygarde's legal in this bitch.
Okay, but National Dex also has Z moves, broken moves, pursuit.
That clown can Z move in there.
Yeah, like what?
Fuck, dude, why is National Dex such an unserious testing grounds for what the future holds? Of course that bitch is banned in overs. I knew it, man. He probably runs Groundium and Dragonium. That's not real, dude. Whatever. Point is, I think Zygarde, like we were saying, is probably just a little too much. Aleki. I know they've been waiting fucking 2 hours for this.
Bro. I've had this conversation with East before.
Talk to us, Ames.
So with East, I said, yo, what are we gonna do about Regieleki? They said if Home is released on a Friday, you'll be able to use it till Monday. If Home is released on Monday, it'll be insta ban, which I don't kind of like. I know that's literally World Cup.
I think this month will be tested.
I think it should be.
I think it will be.
Now, in my opinion,
even though I think it's broken,
offensive electric types with Terra are broken, right? Exhibit A, Oricorio.
Oricorio's so broken.
Jolteon. Like
Jolteon is so broken. Yeah, they're shit and they're shiced because
they're good. They're exactly.
There's no coverage. I mean,
and then look at Nasty Plot Rotom. How Nasty Plot Rotom came up in popularity because of backs clicking Glaive Rush, right? And then they started using like Nasty Plot Terra 3 attacks. So can we go look through OU real quick?
One of the two for the last one. Yeah.
I think you run Thunderbolt over Electro Ball.
No, you need Electro Ball. Slowking G's coming back. We gonna Oko him.
This one too.
And we Oko and Chansey too. Dude, Electro Ball. CTC showed me the truth of that. Seriously though.
I actually think I actually think that Terra. Obviously, you want your coverage, but I also think that Terra Electric is just as broken as.
I was thinking about that. I was like, what if I just run this troll Terra Electric and I just Oko everybody? But
we did so much work with Lucky back in the, because you got to remember something. Terra Blast is such a good move on it, not because of just being able to Terra, but it's also its strongest neutral move versus grounds. We had Swift before, Ancient Power, and Hyper Beam.
Dude, we used to play against Landers who had 800% usage, and we would put on work with the Lecky, dude.
We Ancient Power twice.
Excadrill used to be around, bro. But Excadrill used to come in with motherfucking lefties, bro, and we would have to Ancient Power and heal him on the switch. Like, you people do not even understand,
is so
as Regieleki enjoyers, what we used to have to deal with when using this shitter.
I think Bolt Beam's really good. You know what I legitimately think? I think I'd rather use Fairy plus Electric.
Fairy not bad. Never.
Because I don't want to be, if I'm not running boots.
Actually, you can't run that, Joe. You won by Claude.
Screw Claude. That mon takes nothing from Terra Blast anyway.
It's 2 KO'd, bro. They're all 2 KO'd.
I
think Max Claude is the only one that it's like a roll against.
I think that's.
Oh no, I mean Max Lou. Max Lou. That's the one that is not 2 KO'd. But Claude and all of them are goobed. I already theorized this, man. We make the Max Spadef Iron Treads at Assault Vest plus Wish Blissey. It's the only way.
Okay, actually, Iron Treads is gonna be the extra, so yes, it will beat it regardless.
No, you need AV though.
Let me look at this, man.
Because dude, it gets stab on Terra Blast, so this shit's like, it's not really checkable.
For SPX. Yeah, I mean, yeah, both beams obviously best. I just think Fairy is pretty cool
No,
too.
I think
just because
Fairy
of how
has
he's-
utility. I think Fairy has
Like,
utility.
resisting Sucker Punch is so nice.
No,
Like,
that's literally huge, dude. I agree with you on that. And I'm hitting
Terra
that bitch up with
Blast.
Electro Ball because my speed is like 4x Gambits, literally.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, Terra
Like,
Fairy
Specs-
definitely has utility.
Specs Terra Blast doesn't 2 KO Ting-Lu. unless
Yeah,
you're
I know
Modest.
Ting-Lu tanks that up. And you need Timid as well, because you outspeed Booster Val,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
crazy, bro.
Oh wow, Terra Blast Ice with Modest always 2 KOs Cloud, whereas Timid 84%. Oh,
Dude,
that-
look how
that says a
strong
lot
that
more
is,
than-
right?
Oh,
Dude,
that's a lot more than
I know. It's weird, right? Because 100 special attack does not seem that strong. But
But then when it's a stab ice
when it's a
move, yeah.
stab, it's like, bro's using Blizzard. I still don't know what the
Unless-
last move is. Thunderbolt or Spin. I guess I want Electro Ball badly for G King, but that's always, you can always decide.
I don't think you run Spin on this mon.
I don't think so either.
I think Spin on this mon, if you're running Specs, is equivalent to running Stealth Rock on Life Orb or Choice Spam Mammal Swine. It's better to attack with that mon. It's literally better to attack with that mon than to give them a free turn.
That's a
for no
very
reason.
funny comparison that some people will definitely understand, having been in the painful situation of using Stealth Rock Mamo. Some of you, if you've been in that painful situation, you know exactly what Joe is talking about. But yeah, dude.
But on heavy duty boots, obviously you run.
Yeah,
Rapid
see,
Pulse.
Boots is the other set that CTC told me he's ready to run. I wasn't considering this.
What
The
do
only-
you mean? You mean ready to run? CC's ran this for years. This
no,
is his only
I know,
set.
but he said he likes this more than Specs. Yeah, true. We didn't
I
run.
think so too.
We never ran Specs back in. Well, you couldn't run Specs back in. Well, you could, but it was dicks in OU back in the day in Gen 8.
I think this mon plus Hisuian Zoroark is gonna be broken.
It's always broken.
Because
Dude,
it's
we
way
got to
better-
we
it's
got to
better
like
than
number we
Zoroark.
got to number 1 with that shit. Remember? In our
Yeah,
hit
but that was
video.
better. That was better. That was better. That was worse Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark.
Yeah, that was the dog shit. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that was the fake Zoroark. And I'll
This
never
one's
forget,
really
we
good.
smoked that guy and he said, "Fuck you, Blunder. You're not even good anymore." And I said, "Smoked, bitch." All right. Ownage. All right, Bull Switch, Terra Blast, Electro Ball, and then yeah, whatever, T-Ball, whatever you want. Fuck it, dude.
Rabbit Spin,
I like Terra
Throw and
Fairy.
Boost.
I actually it's now growing on me because checking Gambit is so crazy. Imagine
I
those
just like it
pussies
because
think
of
they're
the
gonna
draw-
sucker
yeah,
punch,
that-
and I blow them up with Thunderbolt and they lose instantly.
Yeah, I just think, like I said, checking Gambit, but hitting all the dragons plus the grounds, because all the grounds currently are weak to Fairy, right? Tusk and Blue, they're weak to
Just
Fairy.
that dumbass Claude that's pretty rough. Yeah,
But even
I
pair this with a Espathra, Claude ain't a problem.
Oh yeah, nice
The
Espathra.
second-
Nice
the second I
Espathra
force
that's
the
not
Terra Dark-
returning. Nice Espathra that's not returning, by the way. Interesting.
The second I force the Terra Dark, ooh, Thunderbolt.
I have a great counter for you. Are you ready? It's Lightning Rod Rhyperior with Terra Steel, but Rhyperior has to return first.
Yeah, and then once the Terra steals, I'm a double and then Thunderbolt it later too.
Yeah, double.
Oh, it's Lightning Rod.
Yeah, double
That's
into your
Lightning Rod.
double into your
That's so trash.
Magnezone. No, I'm Lightning Rod.
Yeah, trap it.
Yeah, you're wild bitch.
I trap it. Iron Defense, Magnet Rise.
Looks like Wo-Chen gets Terra Blasted. That won't do. Yeah, Regieleki will get banned pretty quickly, I think.
I just hope we can use it. This is my thing, and I actually want to ask you as a other content creator, obviously. What the hell are you gonna use first? Because I want to use all the Hisuians, right? The way I think I'm gonna tackle it is I'm gonna use the Hisuians in the battle on the videos, and then my streams are gonna be very long, and I'm using everything, right? Because I want a chance to play with the Houndstone of this generation.
I think
You know what I
it's
mean?
it's Hisuians. I'm using all of them first. Because as much as
Yeah,
I
I
like
have-
all these broken joints, we have experienced this moment like
years.
5 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where these shits come back. Like, dude, I gotta use fucking Arcanine. I gotta use
I literally-
Lilligant. Like, we have made so many
literally-
vids and discussed these so much. Dude, I
need to come.
gotta use Arcanine. I gotta
Yeah,
head smash
you're right.
everything. Hoopa
Yeah,
is one
no,
I'm
no.
actually very excited about because that wasn't even around in Gen 8. So I feel
that
like
dude's gonna be a stream-
we've been
a
robbed of
stream
him
thumbnail.
for 5 years. Hoopa.
That mon's gonna be a stream thumbnail.
Dude, Hoopa's so fucking dope. I'm very excited for him.
I literally think that the video it's worth using the Legends Arc ones early, and then go the
I love the Hisuians.
and then go
It's
the other
gotta be
ones on
them.
streams.
Like
I'm sure
Ursa
do it.
Luna Trick Room is something that I want to use very early on because I feel like
Early,
it's
yep.
cheap.
I want to use the
Yeah.
ones that might get banned really early too.
Yeah, I'm
which
trying to
not
think which
100%
Ubers are. I mean, I would like to use Mag, obviously, because it'll get quickly banned. Same with Regieleki. But
Yeah.
Mag-wise, I don't think I don't think the vid will be heat. I think I'll be using dual screens, and it'll be boring. Aleki will be kind of funny, and like, because it can really belong on any team, but Mag is so not enjoyable to watch. I don't think I'm gonna be posted with, like, I'm gonna obviously post with it, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to do it in a, I mean, you've probably used your set, bro. Shift gear, play rough, ice spinner.
just a fun
It's like
track.
the only honest
Yeah,
way to use
I
it. No,
agree.
literally, dude. I'm gonna use that. No, that's a good question.
Lucky gets banned.
What do you
Spectre
think?
gets banned
What are you
too.
gonna use first?
It has to be the Legends Arceus Pokemon, but like I don't know because like I'm obviously not gonna use Avalugg first because that mon is staying forever.
Looking at Hisuians, if I had to pick a top 3 that I'd love to post with, it would be Lilligant, Arcanine, and then either Braviary or Samurott.
I really want to use Overqwil or Quillfish like so much.
I'm gonna use Sneasler
obviously.
so I can make the hit video. This is why Sneasler's bad and trigger everybody. Yeah, nice Pokemon walled by Golden Go and Pex and Dragapult.
I just think
We'll see.
that I'm going to pay very close attention to East Chat and hopefully they spoil what they're thinking about in OU. And
Oh, I don't need to know what anyone's thinking in OU except for what Base Lord CTC is thinking. That's actually the only thing that's important. I just wait for this to come out. I tell him what's the best, and then he gives me the team with it with all appropriate Terra types because they came to him in a vision, and then we're usually good to go.
Perfect. I'm gonna use yeah. I'm just gonna do long streams.
Sneasler might be overly shiced with Terra, Flying, Acrobatics, and Burden, but we'll cross that bridge when it's time.
Next up, we got Spectrier. That mon's
Spectrier. Spectrier is more broken than Lecky, probably, right?
And Psychic now.
So it did not have Kiss before, correct?
Didn't have, it only, dude.
It had Mud Shot.
Do you remember our way? It was Mud Shot.
This douchebag with Mud Shot and Wisp.
Uproar. Like
the fact that his ass got banned with one move is a testament to Game Freak's biggest fuck up.
They have Draining Kiss. We have Terra Blast now, which is way better than all we had before. Same thing.
Yeah, you just Terra Blast fight and everybody's dead. Dude, I was saying this thing getting banned. This thing getting banned last gen with only one move, Shadow Ball, just shows how broken Ghosts were because of the buff that Game Freak did with the Ghost Dart. Still their worst and no Pursuit. Yeah, dude, fucking whack ass buffs. Anyways, this is perfect coverage, right?
That's all you need. Literally all you need.
You'd never lose with this.
Ever.
Fighting is a good ass typing too. To be purely like
you beat Urshifu. You beat Urshifu before. You could also go Fairy too. Like, and you can get rid of Terra Blast and you can go Taunt.
Yeah, what do you need Terra Blast for? It's for Gambit and what else?
Screw Gambit.
Is it literally for anything else?
Bro, put Wisp over Terra Blast and go Terra Fairy. Like, what's wrong with that as well? There's your Gambit.
Is there anything else? I'm trying to think.
Urshifu gets hit by Draining Kiss.
Urshifu's Draining Kiss Oko. Yep. There's Moon gets Draining Kissed. Nothing turns into a Steel type that can take a +2 Shadow Ball.
Yo, you also get you can run Psychic now too if you want.
Oh, for Claude.
For Claude, for Pex.
What's this guy's ability? It's Moxie Special, right? Yeah.
Yep. Every time it gets
okay, so Specs is not even bad, dude. Specs is actually shiced.
Specs you can run Hex too, or you can just run.
Oh, Specs Hex was so crazy last gen with Specs Wisp plus Hex. Oh my god.
Yeah, literally.
No,
Scarf as well was good.
This guy's extremely cheap and not
it's
fair.
How I want a Kartana.
Why is he 145 special attack? Why is he like this?
This is broken.
This guy's cheap.
I mean, the other one's even more broken. This mon getting banned. There's nothing.
This guy's getting banned as fuck, dude. Terra Blast fighting on this is a death sentence for every other Pokemon in the game.
I want to know why you put Pheromosa on this list because
I put Mosa because nobody talks about him.
But it's not coming back yet.
Okay, well, when it comes back, I want to discuss it. Now, I've always thought that this was Deoxys P, and
why did you put this on this list?
It's literally Deoxys P, bro. You think it's broken? You think it's broken? I think it's walled by Dirge, so it's not. Well, it has Drill Run. It's banned in. It's probably banned in.
By the time if Pheromosa does come back, it's gonna come back with DLC, which means it'll come back with move tutors. So it'll probably have something crazy. I'm just so surprised. I think Quiver's still nasty. Like Quiver.
Not beating my Dirge.
Screw your Dirge, dude.
Yeah. You're fucked. Yeah. Dirge.
Bro, I don't know, man. I think
Dirge superiority.
I think Specs is good with Terra Blast too, with like Genesect. Super Genesect.
Specs is definitely cheap with Terra Blast ground. Specs is definitely cheap.
Quiver with Terra Ghost.
Even Terra Ghost, I was about to say, yeah, because
what's wrong with Quiver? I mean, you're gonna die. You're not beating Dirge anyway, okay?
No, if you're Terra Ghost, you literally beat Dirge. You have Terra Blast.
Because you look at your special defense stat, you're still gonna die.
No, but you're running Cutie Sash, obviously.
Oh.
No, you'd win. You'd win. Quiver Dance with Terra Ghost, Terra Blast. Hold on, you might just diss some.
Goose.
Terra Blast, and then you obviously run Focus Blast because I'm like that. No, Ice Beam Blast. Fuck it. This might be the worst spread. This might be the worst set ever. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. This is trash.
Shut up. Fuck you. The point is, shit, shiced. I used to run Shockwave. I'm really him. You don't understand at all. That used to be the best move to hit pegs. You really don't understand the lengths I'll go to use a Pokemon, sir. Triple axle, U-turn, choice band, close combat, high jump kick, because I'm about that.
Close combat, high jump kick is insane. What? First off, it's not gonna have triple axle unless that comes back. Look, there you go. You go close combat.
No axle is kind of dicks.
U-turn, and get rid of that. You put Zen headbutt on that boy.
What? Nice LARP. What the fuck is that? No, dude, no axle means this guy's bad. No, it has axle. It has axle. It's coming back.
Okay, you could also just put Ice Beam, which we used before. Had
no,
axle.
Beam is dicks. We're banded. This is pretty broken, right?
Wait, how is Beam bad on Banded? You just Ice Beam one shot freaking Tusk. Like, what?
Yeah, Tusk, but what about Amoonguss? Guess we U-turn on that pussy.
Dude, I'm
fine. Ice Beam is better. Ice Beam's better. You're right.
I think Belt's gonna be good too.
Because why would I triple axle into Zapdos when I'm just gonna get paralyzed and start bitching?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
And then, yeah, dude, you're right. That doesn't make sense. I don't know what Terra you run. I think Ghost, because this bitch is so strong that you would just 2-hit KO.
Why did you put
Tusk.
this on the list, dude?
This guy's cheap.
This guy is not even coming back for years.
Shut up. It was somebody worth discussing.
Nah, for months.
Yeah, he's broken as fuck.
Speaking of Mons not coming back that you put on the list. Oh, actually, no.
That was it, I think.
No, you have the Urshifus that are coming back.
Oh, Urshifu. Yeah, so both Urshifus are coming back.
Dark is broken, period.
Urshifu Dark has been pretty much...
It got nerfed.
Like, announced... Wait, really? Oh, Wicked Blow is now 70. 75 from 80, right?
Who cares?
So
I have Terra Dark.
They nerfed it like 6% in power. Very interesting decision. That doesn't change anything. So this is why everyone thinks it's broken, because it has Swords Dance now, which is broken.
I mean, it used to be broken with Bulk Up, right?
Exactly.
But now it has Swords Dance. Of course it's broken.
It also has this new bullshit item, Punch and Glove. So you can't get hit by Helmet and all that, and it boosts its moves, right? Yeah.
Wicked Blow. I don't think it boosts close combat.
It boosts Wicked Blow and it boosts Sucker Punch. Does it boost Sucker Punch? That might be misinformation.
Dude, Punch and Glove is a trash item. That's 1.1 boost. I'd rather just run.
But the no, dude, it's a no recoil. That's why it's shiced.
You know, we have another item that does that, right?
What?
The one that the damn other thing that Melmetal used to run.
Pads? Pads don't give you 1.1x. Yeah. Get fucked.
Punch and Glove and what counts?
Owned.
1.1 is such a bad.
You know what that does? That makes Wicked Blow back to 80 power, bitch. If not even stronger at 82.5.
Sucker Punch is not boosted.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Sucker Punch is.
Wicked Blow is the only move.
I don't see. Yeah, because Game Freak again at the HQ was smoking DMT and they were like, "Fuck it, Wicked Blow."
Screw it. Just run pads.
No, why would you run pads over gloves?
So that way, when I eventually go for close combat into Zapdos coming in, I don't get paralyzed.
Wait, you're telling me close combat is still contact?
Punching Glove.
I thought Glove is gonna protect me from all moves.
Protects you. I think it only protects your moves that are punching.
All right,
moves.
well, you know what? I can actually fix this completely. I can fix the Zapdos situation by going Terra Dark and literally removing this move, so you don't have to worry about it. And now,
Punching Glove increases the power of punching moves by 10% and prevents contact with targets done by those moves. It is such a bad
this
item.
is the wackest item ever. Anyways, I'm still running this set, and fuck you, it will be
protected pads.
Okay, actually, I can't run this set. It's walled by Tusk. Dicks. Whatever, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, SD is broken, but so is Choice Band. This guy's broken.
Yep, literally. Yeah, I also think the other one's broken now, too, because it has Swords Dance.
The Shifu, the water one? I think that one's broken, too. It runs around in Nat decks unpunished, but I think it's completely, utterly broken.
Nat deck also has a Kartana and crap like that.
Surging Strikes, Close Combat. This just, like, yeah, I think it's probably broken. I think it just beats everything. I don't know if it's going to run Trailblaze. I don't know if it's going to run Sub as the last.
Didn't you run Terra Steel or some crap?
I ran Terra Water. Bro. That way Surging Strikes just kills everything. And this is shiced with Punching Gloves too. Punching Gloves is way more shiced on this. Yeah.
Because Surging Strike is
because all you click is Surging Strikes. Exactly.
Yeah, literally.
This thing is still beaten by like Dozo, but this one's weirder. I think it'll probably be OP.
Does it even lose to Dozo if you run Taunt and Drain Punch?
If you run Taunt, you probably just get pressed and lose for sure. Alright, final mon I have on here is Dracovish.
Another mon that's not coming back.
Dracovish, who's not coming back. But I have this included because its BST is so shit that it was worth discussing. I think with Terra, it's probably just the same shit as last gen,
dude,
right?
If it's already broken before, it's just... Now it can Terra Water.
And it'll really just beat everything.
So now that screenshot you have with the Dracovish...
Oh, it can be a Dozo. I can make it a Dozo. And now I can do the same thing. And it'll go to 1 million views.
Terra Water in the rain Vicious Rend does 93 to 109 to Fizz Def Toxic.
Yeah, see, that's like
Let's see Dozo.
very cool aim. Very cool.
That is a good mon. Okay, let me see. Dozo in the rain takes 69 to 81% if it's back.
It takes 81 from Banded. Yeah, very nice. Very fair.
Yeah, I'm using this mon, but it's not on this list, and we're not using it anytime.
And that, folks, concludes our extremely long list.
Jesus Christ.
Huge shoutouts to my man PokeaimMD. I told him this vid would take 30 minutes. I thought it would take 30 minutes, but it took 2 hours. But that just goes to show.
Well, you could say that Terra mitigates these threats too. Because what you doing to my Terra Fairy Gastrodon?
Very true. Very
Nathan.
true. And that's exactly why we had CTC in for the last minute, to leave you all with something to think about. Does Terra balance all these Pokemon?
Last minute?
We
just started Act 2.
Oh no! We just he said now we go through the mons. Now we go through the mons backwards and only
I
discuss.
hope y'all win. Rapid spin on the stealth rock. That's it. That's our new code word.
Wait.
And I'm eating through the whole discussion too.
And I'm eating through the whole thing.
That's our new safe word. Rapid spin on stealth
Before I
rock.
leave, I leave you all with one thing. That Joe said to use Terra Flying Terra Blast Hoopa U. Have a great day. We will see all of you soon.
Peace.
Peace.